Hi everybody, welcome. Hello, hi. Would you prefer I wasn't so close? Okay, I'll go far away. Hi. I'm feeling silly today. Hello everybody, hope you guys are doing well. I am doing pretty good. Welcome everybody. Gosh, how are we doing? Aren't you always silly? I might have a little bit of that. I slept 5 hours or 6 hours last night. Kind of silliness in me right now. And I've been awake since 7 a.m. So hey, but it's all good. It's all good. Welcome. Let's see. Do we want to do the roll call? Do we want to? Maybe we do. There's a lot of people here already. All right. So, first and foremost, hello to Sayora and Retro Rampage for getting the first boo. Hello. Congrats on that. Also, hi to Magic, first time place, Matthew, Lord Razor, Vespera, and that's everybody so far. Hello to lurkers also. Welcome. You wanna go home? Are you not home right now? I don't even know. Gosh. Oh, I minimized my tab. Oh, I'm okay. Okay, we're good. So dollar store insanity, basically. Yeah, something along those lines. I am binging MotoGP, the anime. Which one's that? Who is Roll and why are you calling them? Huh? Roll? Did I say roll? Did I say that? I don't know what I've been saying, man. Did I say something weird? I don't even know, man. Vapor, hello! That's a real person. I can always count on Vapor to be very real. Hello, welcome. I was gonna ask you in Discord, just before the stream started, which team are you going for Springfest? I'm going Team Night Owl. It's also visible in my schedule if you happen to be looking at it. Typically for Splatfest, if I posted a schedule, I also mention which team I am, unless there's some things going on I haven't decided yet. But typically you can count on that, so you don't have to ask me next time. Unless you want to, of course, but I'm just telling you, if you don't want to go through with the effort of having to ask a person a question, the information is typically out there. Something's of a roll call. Oh yeah. Roll call? Is that not a term that you use when you list a bunch of people's names? I don't know English. I'm just using words that I hear somewhere. You can truly tell that Marley's brains on 0 brain cells bouncing around. Really? Can you? Wow. So happy that you're so perceiving today. What about you, though? It's really late for you right now, too, isn't it? So are you just projecting? Is that what's happening? And Sari, welcome. Fellow Night Owl. Yeah, I believe a lot of people are actually going Night Owl. At least I saw some poll. It's been a few days, but I saw some poll and it was asking people what team they're going. And a lot of people are apparently going Night Owl. And I'm not surprised by that in the slightest, considering that, you know, gamers typically are stereotypically Night Owls. So makes sense. Are the Aussies bonding in the chat right now? I have no idea what they're saying. Are they speaking in the Aussie language? Do you really have the Crash Bandicoot brain? I've never played Crash Bandicoot, so I have no idea what that means. But sure, if that makes you happy, I'll tell you that I have the Crash Bandicoot brain right now. Gosh, but yeah, we do actually have a sort of a plan for today. Although we're just gonna be yapping the entire. You know what? It's chill. It's a chill stream. We're yapping regardless of what happens. But technically today is one of those days when I've got a planned yapping topic, and it's a very big yapping topic because we're gonna round up We're gonna round up the seasonal anime from winter 2025, and then we're gonna take a look at spring 2025. I barely know anything about the airing anime. I glanced at the titles just to see if I recognized anything in there, and there's a lot of sort of stuff that I don't know about. Where is the boo boo boo? Why did you not show up on the screen? Hello? I heard it! Why is it not on the screen? Hello? It's not like the alerts are invisible. Huh? Huh? What is happening here today? It's not like there's anything on top of it. Oh my god. But Military Deer, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry. Something is being stupid and not showing your name on the screen. My name is Deer. Probably served for 30 years in the Dutch Royal Army. Dedicated my life to blah 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 blah. It's too long. Sorry. Welcome in though. Welcome in. Should I be afraid of Vegemite? I mean, what's these? I'm sure you guys have opinions about that, but you know, as a picky eater, I'm probably not gonna deal with it, am I? It's a godsend that I can, you know, deal with salmiakki, our, you know, questionable food that we shove at people's face. It's weird that I can handle that, but I build up tolerance because I can't be Finnish if I can't eat salmiakki, right? So. Just watched the first half of Dr. Stone Season 4. I'm looking forward to the next half in July when we get the finale. Yeah, I was also watching that. We will go through everything in order so I could really sort of just share my opinions thoroughly. Because I've got a lot to say about the stuff that I watched. You're 51? Okay, well, I guess I'm in my 20s, so I guess I am a kid. in that case. Welcome in though. Vegemite is good, just very strong tasting. What kind of texture does it have? I think the texture might be the biggest deal. I have no idea what it is really. I just hear people say that, oh, this thing is terrible. I haven't really watched any anime recently. I spend most of my time reading light novels or manga. I'm happy that you can. I really cannot stand reading on digital displays, and I don't really buy a lot of manga nowadays anymore. So I'm really stuck in the anime world for the most part, but I would love to read more manga again. I never got into light novels because, plot twist, they don't translate those into Finnish, and the second plot twist, I would have to buy the English volumes, which, you know, they are a little costly compared to how cheap Finnish manga can be, or used to be at least. I think the last Ghosty survey put most of us around the 30s range. I think so. Or 20s, 30s? I think so. Something along that line. Vegemite is fine in small amounts, but you gotta grow up eating it to actually like it. And didn't grow up eating it, still like it. Interesting. 20s, 30s, close enough. I can't count past 4 anyway. Me too! So true! So real! You feel so young? Don't say that. Although, if you are younger than 16 years old, I will say that my community is generally targeted towards those of at least 16 years of age. So there may be some things here and there that may not be suited for younger audiences that we talk about, but more specifically, I don't think I'm a good role model for anyone under the age of 16. So I don't want to influence any growing up babies, you know? Although for the most part, I'm pretty family friendly, but you know, don't look up to me is the point here. 19, just immature. Hey, welcome in. There's plenty of people your age in here, I think. I think I binged Dungeon Mission recently. That's such a nice anime to eat too. Oh yeah, I was watching that when it aired last year. It's a good one. I watched Married with Children anime starring AI? Is it Al or AI? Bundy. I have no idea what that is. So me can call many of you kids then, me 40s. Yeah, go for it. Call us kids all you want. You can count past 4 because you don't do maths. I can't count past 4 because I am forever Scar from AP Calculus, so we're not the same. Maybe. I don't even know what AP Calc is. Hey, but you know, sorry for your math-related trauma. I'm sure it's understandable. Alf. What is Alf? You guys, I am very ESL. I am very Finnish, and I do not consume Western media. You guys need to understand. If you make references to any of that, I will not understand. I think, am I being more giggly than usual? I think I am a little more giggly than usual. Have I seen Orb? Absolutely, that was a fantastic anime. I think we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Being here always makes me smile, and that is a bad thing when I'm trying to sleep, so I'm gonna go lurk so I can rest soon. No worries, Magic. Get some good rest. Sorry that I'm a little silly and not comfy enough to poop as sleeping background. It'd be like that. The popular alien from the 1980s. Although I am a ghost, I was not consuming any kind of media in the 1980s. So I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. The most recent anime I watched was Blue Box. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that one too. Currently caught with the manga. Currently reading Yona of the Dawn, Red River. I've seen the anime for Yona, although I've heard that's really far behind and they really should start making more of it. It's also been some years since I watched it. But Yona good, I can attest to that, I think. Red River I've never heard of though. Okay, have a good lurk, Magic, have a good lurk. Dr. What anime? Oh, is that the one where they said it's like House, but it's an anime girl? Is that the anime? I actually didn't watch that one. I watched so many others this season. You know what? Maybe we should, swap over already. Let's swap over here, shall we? I forgot to move the chat. I did everything else but move the chat. Hold on a minute. You guys don't get to be on top of me today. Oh, where are you? There you are. Go and move. There we go. Every time I have a 3DS stream, the layout kind of gets silly, you know? My partner wants me to watch the Devil May Cry anime. Ooh, I've heard scary things about that one on Twitter. Did they drop every single episode of it? Because it kind of sounded like that, based on what I was reading on Twitter. I didn't watch it myself. I was going to, with my boyfriend, because my boyfriend is a very big Devil May Cry fan of the games. But apparently, the anime is bad, apparently. So when I relayed those thoughts to boyfriend, he was like, never mind, we're not gonna bother with it. So I'm not gonna watch that one either, probably. And Luna, welcome. Hope you're a fellow anime enjoyer. Only 8 episodes, so I assume it's one of those short shows. I guess so. I think they might have dropped all the episodes in that case. Which is a very Netflix way of doing things, I suppose. Have zero hype for the series, just drop it, and if it's bad, and everybody's gonna forget about it. That sort of strategy technique. Gosh, but first and foremost, let me move myself a little bit so we can talk about the Apothecary Diaries. Yippee! This one is still ongoing. The first core just finished, and the second core is starting soon, I believe. Well, what day did it air again? Are we actually getting a new episode today? Are we getting a new episode of the second core today? I think we might be. So that's exciting. I get to watch the second core later. Oh, get started on the second core. Right. Because I've been keeping up with it weekly. I was watching it when the first season aired as well. It's very good. If you guys still have not checked out Apothecary Diaries, I really recommend it. It's very good, very awesome. But it's, I guess you can tell, it's like literally the most highest rated Because I sort these by... hold on. Sort. I sort these by score. That's how I like to go through these. So, this one's the highest scored, most well received out in here. So, that should tell you enough. And I'm sure it's pretty mainstream now. Maybe it wasn't during the first season, but now everybody is like, oh my god, oh my god, Momo, oh my god, you know. So I won't talk too much about it, but I have been very happily watching it. We're not gonna specifically look for any anime right now. We're gonna go down the list, starting with the winter, and then moving on to spring. We're gonna spend less time in winter because we did talk about that in the last sort of seasonal anime yep that we did in January, right before the season started. So if anybody is curious about my sort of first reactions to seeing some of these, the reactions are there in that VOD. I made a playlist actually, since I plan on doing these until further notice, I guess, because they're really fun. It's really fun to do anime yapping streams, I have to say. So hopefully there's gonna be plenty more in that playlist eventually. But yeah, so that's about that. Very excited, very awesome, love it. Let's see. Next up we have Solo Leveling. I have to say, the second season has been more hyped than the first one, I have to say. Like, people were saying that it just gets better and better, but season 2 was actually more hyped than the first season. I do say that. And I don't know. There's, like, even though it's not my genre, because I don't typically really go for any power fantasy sort of... I don't even know. I guess action adventure sort of thingy. I don't always go for that anime. But Solo Leveling, it's just so high quality production wise that I just kind of have to at least glance at it. And it was actually it's been very sort of captivating. And I've been like, I've noticed that every week I was in a mood to just be like, oh man, I want to sit down and look at some ants get squished. that's what a lot of the season was, just squishing some ant monsters. So, you know, surprisingly, I was in a mood for that. And this series really, really delivers on the whole power fantasy part. And it's well animated and everything. Inspire, welcome, welcome. What is the most lewd anime I have watched? Why are you asking that? Here's a question back at you. Why are you asking that? And here's your answer. It is High School DxD OVAs. I hated them. I think it was High School DxD anyway. Probably. Most likely, because, you know, that's Boyfriend's one of the anime of all time, so I had to. If I made him watch all of Macross. Oh, actually, I think I watched through them before we even started dating. It was still because of him. It's because I've been a fucking terrible weeb for the past, you know, probably decade. So I would go, so every time I every time I would have met a new person, I would be like, what's your anime recommendation? And then I would watch it. I don't really do it now. Because typically I've seen the animes already. But I really used to, at some point, just every time there's a new person and I somewhat get along with them, what's your favorite anime? And then I would go watch it. That's how I watch High School DD. Originally, anyway. Why was I watching it? It's because I was told it's a good anime. I guess within its genre of boobs and stuff, I guess it's kind of peak in that specific genre. But I can't say I would watch it for any other reason. Because there's actually lore in High School DD. Do you guys believe it? There's actually lore in that series, which is kind of crazy for something that's just panty shots. But, you know. It'd be like that. Gashing for Magical Girls. I've actually not seen that one. It can't be worse. And I probably will be. But I'm specifically saying the OVAs because I think they were able to show more things that they could in the TV version, so you know. Why are we talking about that? Let's go into the entirely opposite direction and talk about something wholesome. How about that? Spyro, welcome. No, I said welcome to you earlier. I was supposed to say hi to you. Hi. And you're telling me to watch Beyblade? The thing is, I do fully accept kids anime as a good anime. In fact, I watch them fairly often. But here's another however. I don't care about Beyblades, and I don't care about the sort of... I like kids anime, but I like the kids anime for girls. You know? I'm not saying Beyblade can't be enjoyed by girls, but I'm just saying that's not the target audience. I will binge my Aikatsus and Purikyuas anytime, okay? Right. But I'm saying, I agree that it's probably a good anime, but it's probably not on the first list of... On the top of my list of things to watch, let's put it that way. I watch a good number of kids anime with my younger kiddos, some of them are pretty good. Yeah, I fully agree. A lot of them are good. But I typically won't go... When I go into the genre of kids anime, I will look at something that I actually sort of am already interested in. So it's something girly. You shall watch Gundam and enjoy it. I've seen one Gundam, which from Mercury, because it had cute girls. That may change this season, but we're gonna get into that later. Yes, I've seen Cardcaptor Sakura. It's a good one. But we should talk about the seasonal anime! Not about anime from the 90s! Medalist! We gotta talk about Medalist, you guys! Medalist is my anime of the season for winter 2025. Genuinely, Medalist was the one I enjoyed the most. Like of course, Apothecary Diaries was awesome. But Medalist still stole the show for me. Medalist, this anime is so peak. If you guys did not watch it, you're missing out. Saitama Papa, thank you for the follow. Again, why are the notifications not showing up on the screen? Like, hello? It's supposed to be visible, and we hear it. What the fuck is wrong with this widget? Oh, I hope you guys don't mind. At least I thank you guys, and that should be enough. Alright, right, I just noticed this thing is not perfect. Yoink. Good enough. Honestly, I thought that past season was mostly trash. Are you talking about Wish from Mercury? I don't think we can walk in the same room. What is wrong with you? No, I'm kidding. But Medalist! You guys, I need to sell you guys a Medalist, okay? I need to sell you guys a Medalist, okay? Okay, Medalist. If you guys did not watch Medalist, you need to watch Medalist, okay? It's really good. It's really awesome. It's really emotional. What's the target audience? Seinen. So, you as a man can also enjoy this. Even though I kind of felt like it was more sort of a girly anime to watch. But apparently it's seinen. So you as a man can enjoy it as well, according to my anime list. But basically, there's this guy right here. He's like 20 or something, and he's like too old to do figure skating stuff. And so then he becomes a coach, not a couch. He becomes a coach, and then there's this girl Inori. She's full of dreams. She's full of passion. She's also really shy and insecure. And he's like the biggest. He's the biggest energy ball out there. And he's like, oh my god, you're amazing. You're doing so great. And then she's like, oh my god, ah! And then the two of them become very awesome and is really wholesome. You might be like, oh my god, there's like a 9-year-old character in this. That's terrifying. No! It's cute. It's wholesome. Wholesome, cute kids. And then there's some adult characters with some drama in the background, but it didn't really come through in the first season, I bet. But second season is announced, so I'm sure there's gonna be something awesome. Do we have a date for this? No, we don't have any date for this. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Medalist. Gosh, apparently the manga is really good as well. Apparently. Yeah, 8.6, like look at that. Apparently it's really good. If only I could have my hands on it, I probably would. No, this winter season, I saw nothing of interest that interests me. Well, go watch! What do you... How are you so picky? There's so much that was happening this season. Actually, there's shonen, and there's girly stuff. There's like everything this season. Is the manga finished? Actually, probably not. No, it is still publishing. I wish my anime list would like show you more easier like how much stuff there is. There's at least 50 chapters of this. Okay, so that's something. At least 50 chapters. So you guys are better at translating that into volumes than I am, because I understand volumes for manga. I don't understand chapters because I don't read manga by chapter. I read manga by volumes because I read physical manga. Going on the list of things to watch. Good. Yes, as it should. It's really good. It's my biggest recommendation from here, from the winter 2025 season. It's really good, really awesome, really wholesome. It was literally, oh my god, my favorite thing. Uncle Buzz, oh my gosh. Get that bread, get that bread. Dude, do your best at your work. You know, if you're not there for too long, I typically tend to yap about anime for way too long. So there's a chance that by the time you're done, I'm still here. If it's not more than like 4 hours, of course. It's only been half an hour, so we just started, right? Gosh. And then there's always the VOD. Zach, hello on YouTube. Nah, frick the wholesome stuff. I need more interesting, not isekai or man has overpowered ability stories. Okay, so you're saying no wholesome, no isekai, no overpowered fantasy. Okay, I'll get you something. I'll get you something, okay? Okay. God. Okay, well, you know, Apothecary Diaries, it's right here. There's no overpowered male man. It's not really wholesome considering that there's murders happening in it. So that's probably not wholesome enough, right? Oh, you don't mind wholesome. Okay, then watch Mentalist! Mentalist is good! Go watch Mentalist! I love Mama too. She's so cute. Oh my god. Cute girl, you know, this is your anime. Cute girls who are just cute girls for the sake of being cute girls, and you don't need to look at them in any other way. Mentalist. That's only wholesome. It's not only wholesome, it's drama and sports. So if you find the sport of figure skating to be interesting, you're gonna see how figure skating as a sport works. I didn't talk about that at all because I typically don't give a fuck about sports anime. But this is also a good sports anime. Just happens to have wholesome cute girls in it, which is the main appeal for me. Dan da Dan, yes, of course, I've seen it, but that's shonen. I guess you didn't say no to shonen specifically, I suppose. I just kind of read in between the lines a little too much. But yeah, we're talking about seasonal stuff right now. So we're talking winter 2025 and spring 2025. Mentalist honestly was way better about skating than Yuri on Ice was. I never watched that one because it looked too gay to me. Too gay for me. Which it was. I don't need to see it to know that. Two little girls in that anime, I think. But, you know, happy for everybody who watched it. Gosh. Now, speaking of shonen, we got Dr. Stone. Latest season of that. Things are crazy. They are in America now. Things are crazy. So if you guys have been following up with Dr. Stone, it's been crazy. Gosh. I don't even know where to start with this. It's just so crazy. It's just really... everything is just out there. It's Dr. Stone. If you know Dr. Stone, it's Dr. Stone. But it's like everything is like going crazy. My Little Nomad, thank you for the follow. Elf Isekai? Yes, we're about to see that. We're about to talk about that one. Once we get to it. Gosh. What else do I have to say about Dr. Stone? I liked it. The stakes are high. I'm actually kind of happy that they are apparently finishing the entire story. You know? Because it's kind of rare. Like, how many of season was this? Because they stopped naming them with, like, numbers. How many was this? Oh my god. New World? Oh my god. There's part 2s and everything. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's a lot of... Okay. That's about it. There's a lot of seasons. There's a lot of seasons. A lot of seasons of that. So I'm happy that they're actually, like, you know, going through with it. Making all the seasons. Because I guess I come from the era of anime where it wasn't a given at all that your favorite series would even get a second season. So I'm happy to see that something, you know, gets the entire story adapted. Probably the best season so far? I don't know. I feel like all of Dr. Stone has always felt the same. The stakes are always high. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's been very interesting from the start. I feel so anyway. I feel like it's been interesting from the start. Like, funny enough, typically I feel like some series have sort of higher and lower points, but I feel like Dr. Stone is, for me personally, it's pretty equally hype throughout. Like it's not my first sort of thing that I'm going to watch, but it's enjoyable. And I can tell why it's so popular. It's still using realistic science, I believe. It's just that the unrealistic part is that the main character is able to do it. But I guess they've gone more into that. There's, you know, a reason why Senku is so smart. And there's another very smart person out there. So I guess they got the creditability for why they're so smart and they're able to do everything. But it's just crazy for a normal person to be like, you mean you built a ship? I mean, or like anything. You mean you built that device? What? I don't even know what it's made out of, you know? You really like the new pink girl in Dr. Stone? She's... I don't know if I actually really care about the girls in Dr. Stone. I guess they're cute girls, but they're like... They don't feel real to me, if that makes sense. Like, they're girls, but they're like... They're not the most real feeling characters. It's like, does that make sense? I did it until cool-headed Luna. I mean, fair. She's pretty funny. She's pretty funny. But even her, I feel like that's her one thing. And if you really love that one thing, she's cute. But I feel like I've seen so many well-written female characters in other series that Dr. Stone... Actually, is there a lot of character development for, like, the male characters either? Like, of course, there is character development, because, like, some characters are, like, enemies and then they turn into your friends and whatever, but... I feel like Dr. Stone is more plot-driven than character-driven, if that makes sense. So, I'm more intrigued by the plot than I am by the characters, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think so. Because I think my favorite character in Dr. Stone would be Gen. So, the mentalist guy. I don't know, because I guess he could fuck me up if he wanted to, mentally at the very least. That'd be funny. Although he's obviously sort of written in a way that the audience can, you know, tell that, oh, he's lying. But I don't know. As a character, I think I like his sort of concept the most. Gosh. But I think that's about Dr. Stone. How I feel about it. Of course, feel free to fight me if you got any more specific thoughts about it. I like Dr. Stone in the end. Like, as you can tell, you know, I gave it, because you guys can tell what I've given these for a rating and everything. So I gave this one a 9, right? Because I did enjoy it. I did truly enjoy it. I guess if I haven't talked about this lately, typically the way I rate anime is if I really liked it, but I didn't love it, it's a 9. If I liked it, but there could have been a little bit of something a little better, then that's typically an 8. If I start getting more sort of, then that's a 7. If I have a bad time, then that's a 6. And anything below is a horrendous time, and I rarely ever watch anything that bad. And then 10 is like, I absolutely love it. And typically a good measurement of how much I love something is if I cry during it. So there's a good chance that something that I gave a 10 to is something that made me cry. Or it's just otherwise just peak piece of media and I, you know, can't be argued against. Kobaz, I hope your Wi-Fi fixes itself. Ah! Sending the Wi-Fi fixing signals. Beep, 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 beep. Hope they reached you. Gosh. Next up, Bang Dream Ave Musica. I need to watch it. I need to catch up on all of Bang Dream at some point. The reason I didn't watch it because I haven't seen anything Bang Dream anime-wise. And I've talked about this before. I need to catch up on it at some point because apparently the new stuff is good, but the old stuff is like meh. So that's why I never watched the old stuff. One day I'll be in the mood to binge everything Bang Dream out there. Really wanted to watch Ave Musica, but the Crunchyroll subs are very obviously machine translated. That's fair. I am in a lucky position that I can typically sort of watch even without subs for the most part. Unless it's something like Dr. Stone. That's a funny example, because I was thinking about it this semester, I guess. Semester in school, in Japanese classes. I was thinking about how I can already sort of watch anime without subtitles. Unless it's like something like Dr. Stone, where they talk about the fucking chemical compounds of a material, and I don't even know what those mean in English. So, if it's some generic ass anime vocabulary, I'm pretty good without subtitles. Gosh. So yeah, this, I know, it's good. I'll get to it at some point. And next. 君のことが大好きな100人の彼女 or the 100 girlfriends who really love you. I think I'm at like episode 10 or 11 with Boyfriend. We still need to catch up on this. We were supposed to earlier this week, but then I was tired from doing a lot of uni stuff, and then we couldn't hang out in the end. But we're gonna finish this very soon. It's the same thing as the first season, but crazier. If you love cute girls, this is literally peak. It's a harem anime, but the girls are so damn cute. I like Karane, by the way. She's my favorite. I have a feeling that doesn't surprise anybody, but she's so cute. I love Karane. And the rest of them are very cute too. Gosh. So yeah, if you are looking for a harem anime that is actually good, this is the one for you. I don't think any other harem anime could ever get better than this one. This is so good, it's enjoyable for somebody who doesn't typically like harem. In my opinion. Harem parody that focuses on comedy. It's a little bit of a parody, but it's also a harem because there's one guy and a bazillion girls. It's still a harem, even if it does a little bit of parody of like certain not stereotype, but like character archetypes and that sort of stuff. But it does it really, really well. It is really, really awesome. You guys don't have to watch it. I'm just saying, if that's something you don't dislike, this one is a must watch in that sense. It's just a really, really good season. A really, really good series, I mean. God, girl's really cute. That's all I gotta say. Girl's really cute, and there's finally a main character who really loves all of them cute girls, and none of them are left sad or unhappy, and I'm happy about that, you know? Have you ever, you know, been upset by love triangles? How every single time the girl you rooted for is actually the one that didn't get the man? Well, in this anime, every single girl gets the man. It's awesome, you know? You gotta trust it. You gotta believe it. It's just awesome. And Jazz, welcome. Welcome. Well, I think that's enough about this one, so let's move on. Blue Exorcist. I don't know, Exorcist. Never watched the series at all. I don't know. I've always been hesitant about this series, but apparently it still keeps getting new seasons. I don't know. I haven't had a reason to watch it, and I'm just waiting for somebody to explain to me why it's still getting new seasons. I don't know. I don't get it. It's probably... is it? What's the target audience? Let me see. Oh, shonen. Okay, it's shonen. Yeah, that explains it. That explains why I wouldn't really care too much. Also, because it looks like it has mostly men. Not many cute girls, based on what I've seen of the promotional art and everything, so I'm just like, there's probably a few in there, but So I might never watch it, but, you know, happy for whoever is happy about it. The beginning after the end received a lot of criticism upon release. I don't think I know what that is. My brother is a picky anime watcher who usually dislikes shonen, but he really enjoys it. Okay, that is interesting. Maybe it's like a personal taste sort of thing. Because I'm also very picky with my shonen. But that's because I'm a girl, I think. that explains a lot of it, I think. Gosh. But from one supernatural anime to another. Jibaku Shonen Hanako-kun! New season, finally! We got it, and it delivered. Honestly, still peak. If you guys happen to see the first season, whenever this aired, forever ago, 2020. Yep, that was forever ago. This is literally peak art style. The art style is extremely cute and it's really, really well animated. And I'm just like, it's also, I think it's, oh, this one is shonen also. I could have sworn this felt more like a shoujo. I guess I get that vibe because it's a girl main character and there's some romance stuff involved. So I kind of feel like, oh, it's shoujo, but no, apparently it's shonen. See, sometimes shonen good. But yeah, so this one's got a PQ girl and some other very well-written characters, honestly. Very attractive characters, I would say. And a curious plot about supernatural stuff. And I'm a sucker for supernatural things, typically. I mean, I'm a ghost myself, you know? I think that explains it. So an anime with a ghost in it is like, ooh, I need to watch that. But this one in particular is a very good series. Let's see, did they announce? They did announce more continuation for this. I think this is like a... I think it's a split core situation. Yeah, because we know it's airing in July. That makes sense. So it's a split core situation. That's cool. Can't wait to see more of it. Very exciting. Honestly, I have no idea where the series is going to end because of some plot points that were revealed. Like... I sort of just want to keep watching because I don't see the end for this series. I don't know what the ending for this series could be. Well, I guess there's two very obvious ones, but I'm like, is it gonna be the obvious one or is it gonna be the not obvious one? I don't know. I feel like there's so many... I want to know what happens to the two main characters. Are they gonna be separated or are they gonna be together forever? You know? That's the kind of vibe that drives me towards watching this one. Oh, you're saying an English name for a... Oh, is that Shoshimin? Oh, no. Oh, no. Sorry, I missed... or confused. Confused Edgeware and Jazz. I got confused, you guys, because you've got both bread names in my chat and it was right next to each other. Confused you guys for a moment. Gosh. So ignore what I said. Gosh. So what I mean is Jibuko Shonen Hanako-kun, very peak. Go watch it. The second season did not disappoint. Then there's Sakamoto Days. I did not watch it. I think I heard people talk about it when the season started airing, but after that, people kind of stopped talking about it. So I don't know if it's actually any good or not. Did you guys watch Sakamoto Days? How are you guys feeling about it? It didn't look interesting to me, so that's why I never watched it. But I don't know. And Elsa, welcome. It's fun to watch. That's fair. I feel like because it's like an action comedy that's not like action comedy sort of shonen. It's like, not my kind of genre combination. Is how I look at it. So it would have to be the peak of its genre maybe to catch my interest really. Yeah, comedy shonen might be my least favorite shonen. Because I need there to be some dramatic plot points or lots of cute girls or something. I don't know. Lots of lore, that sort of stuff to get me really into it. Is Toilet Bound one a detective anime or a battle one? It's like it's not a detective anime, but there's a little bit of mystery elements to it. Like, you know, the mystery of the supernatural. That kind of mystery. Because it's set in a school, and the school has its 7 wonders, or whatever they've been called, right? So the 7 sort of school myths. And so you would sort of find out which each myth is along the way of it. There's some action scenes, because fighting happens. But I feel like it's mostly character-driven. And they just... It's character-driven, but there's a lot of good plot, too. It's kind of a mix of things, I would say. People were complaining about the studio and the animation work. For Sakamoto Days? Ooh, let's see. So TMS Entertainment. Can't say I recall them. They've made a bunch of stuff, though. Oh, so they've made Dr. Stone. They made Fruits Basket. Like the new seasons. I don't know, man. The studio, they've made Conan, okay. The studio itself looks like it's pretty well established. They've got some bangers in here. Definitely. So maybe it's just one of those, when it's a really big studio, they've got multiple teams working on different things, and then sometimes the things are less of a hit than the others. Might be one of those situations. Gosh. People wanted an action specialized studio because of Sakamoto's action. I guess that would make sense. I see it for many I can imagine it for any shonen, let's put it that way. I heard that Sakamoto was kind of inspired by John Wick. You're lucky I know who that is. I've not seen the movies though. Gosh. But moving on from that, since I feel like it's stupid to yap about something I haven't even seen. Zenshu! Let's talk about Zenshu! This one was a sort of interesting one. From Studio Mappa. It's about an animator. And it was really interesting, actually. I feel like if there is people who are generally fans of animation, they would really appreciate this. Because I could really tell there was a lot of sort of references to stuff in here. Like there's references to something like Sailor Moon. There's references to something like the Itano Circus for like mech anime stuff. It's very cool. From like an anime fan perspective. Also, animation was very good too. At least in the fight scenes. Another reason why this one is a bit of a highlight for me is because Memerun was voiced by Suzuki Midori, who's my favorite seiyuu, and genuinely, oh my god. So I really love Midori's sort of tone that she does for a lot of characters, but I feel like with Memerun, she had this new sort of tone that I haven't really heard in her previous voice acting jobs yet, and I couldn't really recognize it was her at first. Because it was like such a new way for her to portray a character. And I was really sort of impressed by it. And I was just happy to see that she could... Oh my god. That she, you know, had a really awesome role in this. And it's also a green girl. So, you know, can you... I'm not complaining. It's a girl who's green. And it's my favorite seiyuu. So Memerun is very awesome and cute. That's about how I feel about this anime. When it comes to like the plot and stuff, the plot is a little all over the place, admittedly. Maybe it's a little nonsensical even. Like at the end, you kind of feel like, what was the purpose of all that? Like it feels like the ending was a little like, what did I just spend 12 episodes watching? It's one of those anime. One of those animes, but I feel like the ride was worth it. It was sort of unexpected. It felt a little fresh and refreshing, even though it had a lot of references and stuff. I enjoyed it, although it was by no means a masterpiece or anything. I am looking at my anime list. My anime list is where I'm looking at these anime. Well, not the anime themselves, but, you know, all this information about the anime. And I believe this button shows like the official sort of streaming services. So Zenshu is only available on Crunchyroll. If like that's what it shows here. Next up, we have Watakekkon, or My Happy Romance, I think is the English name. Where's my episode 13? Netflix? To my understanding, the newest episode is still not out, even though it aired in Japan, and I'm kind of frustrated. What the fuck is Netflix doing? I want to know how it ends! So, that's what's happening in there. But the anime itself is awesome. I'm still liking it a lot. I think I might have preferred the first season a little more. I'm willing to bet the first season had better rating. Oh, 7.7. Oh, not actually, in that case. A little bit, because this is 7.5. Because I kind of felt like the season 2 was I felt like the most of the drama was in the first season. And the second season feels like almost like an extra core with some added padded content. Like, it feels like the main sort of plot finished by season 1, and season 2 is like, oh, here's the characters, but they're going on a new adventure. That's kind of the vibe of it. A little bit. Personally, I would have liked to see more romance elements. Less so than, sort of the... Like, this is funny for me to say, because I typically really love my sort of Taisho era fantasy kind of stuff. But I feel like I wanted to see more of the characters and less of the plot for this one in particular. It might just be that this season was more sort of plot driven. But who knows? I liked it. I still like it a lot. This might just be an 8, I think. But I really need to see the last episode, so I'm upset that it's not out yet. But yeah, so this series, I do recommend it for anyone who's, you know, a shoujo enjoyer. With like a shoujo with like an adult cast with some historical stuff. Like that's great. That's banger. It's a banger for anybody who likes the aesthetic, who likes the sort of genres, but I wouldn't really recommend it for those who are not, maybe, enjoyers of the genre already. But it's good to me. I enjoyed it. This is an anime that I did not watch. この会社に好きな人がいます. What's it in English? I have a crush at work. I didn't watch it. I don't know anyone who's watched it. Have you guys seen it? Got any opinions about it? It seems to be just your sort of average show, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe if somebody says that it was really good, then I might binge it at some point. Let's see. Then we got Kimi to Idol Purikya. I actually only had time to watch like maybe 3 episodes or something. That's what I've marked here. I might have gone up to 4 or 5 actually, now that I think about it. But I need to see more of it. To my sort of disappointment almost, this is more Purikya than it is an idol show. I was hoping for something a little more idol-y, because right now it's just a Purikya show that's like wrapped in an idol clothes, you know? Because like, yeah, the characters they talk about idols, but they're like fantasy idols. They're not real idols, you know? There's no real idol stuff going on, which I guess it's fine when it's you know, targeted at like 5-year-old kids and they just want to dream of being a magical idol. I guess it's fine. But part of me wanted something more realistically idol-y. Part of me. Gosh. 49 episodes though? Whew. I don't know if I'm gonna last all the way there, but I'll think about it. I liked it from the first few episodes, but 50 episodes is a lot for a kid's show when it comes to my tolerance, if it's not something that I'm already really into. But, Scorp, you're watching, right? You gotta tell me if it's peak. So, you need to like kick my ass to watch it. if it gets peak at some point. Because I'm like interested, but I'm a little afraid that it's less idols, more Purikya. I like Purikya, don't get me wrong, but I feel like after you see one Purikya show, that might be enough, unless you really, really love Purikya. The one Purikya that I've like binged from the start to finish is the one with the mermaid, Tropical Rouge. That one's the one I've seen from like start to finish. And then like many years ago, I tried to binge the very first one. I got through like at least 50 episodes, but then at some point I just kind of gave up on that. I think I lost interest. You haven't started it, really? But that means you're planning to. So you gotta, when you get to it, let me know if it's good. Because I don't know if I'm gonna get many episodes into it. I have to think about it. Maybe I'll have time to just binge it. I don't know, we'll see. It depends on how many I'm watching, how many seasonals I end up watching. Next up, a very funny one. From Bureaucrat to Villainous. That's being reincarnated. Peak isekai, I must say, okay? So we have Old Man. Old Man gets reincarnated as a villainous. This one's just funny and kind of cute. It's fun. It's like if you want to see just a sloppy isekai with like a, you know, for something to just kind of like binge watch in the background while you're doing something else that requires a little more of your brain power. This is like the perfect show for that. You just want to see something a little silly, something that's got enough sort of attention grabbing things to, you know, keep you watching. Like this is one of those shows. Like it wasn't like a masterpiece, but it was funny. I liked it for the, like it had my kind of humor, which doesn't happen often. I feel like it was fun. I don't know. There's something about an old man in the body of a young lady, and then it's like it's just funny. I don't think I can sell this any better. It's just a fun little experience. It's not a masterpiece, but it's just one of those things that you can binge and it's fun. Gosh, next up. We're almost done here, believe me. Almost done with the stuff I was watching, I think. Let's go with Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. This one is one of my highlights for the winter season as well. I don't know, there's something about this elf girl. She is so darn cute, okay? Maya Bell is just so damn cute. We have a cute elf girl. I don't know, man. I think that's enough to typically sell the show. If you think cute elf girl is enough to, like, you know, make you watch a show, this is your show. There's cute elf girl. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just cute elf girl. Man, cute girl. Really like watching it. I think if I have anything negative to say, it would be the fact that I kind of enjoyed, because like the whole main premise of the show is that there's two worlds, right? There's the magical isekai, and then there's the, you know, modern day Japan, and then the elf just gets teleported into the modern day Japan, right? And then the main character and her, they have adventures in both worlds. I would have preferred for there to be a little more stuff in the real world, because it was really amusing to see the elf girl be like, oh my god, is that a cat? Adorable! Because cats don't exist in the fantasy world, right? So, little moments like that were really adorable, and I kind of liked it. And then there's this more sloppy sort of generic isekai stuff in the background every now and then. When they go into the fantasy. Is this teaching you about places in Japan? No. I wish it did. Well, at the sort of end of the season, they did travel to one location, but I don't think it was like teaching much about, like, if you're thinking like Yuru Camp, yeah, Yuru Camp 100% teaches you about locations in Japan, but this one is like, I guess it teaches you more about the food, maybe. More about Japanese food than it does like places, because most of the time they're just in Tokyo, I think. But then they eat stuff, and they make stuff. They make food. Like, I don't know. If you want to see a cute girl enjoy eating food, this is your show, man. I don't know what else to say. It's just really cute. It's one of those series that if you just want something sort of wholesome and happy to have on the background, you know, if you just want to see like a couple in their 20s slowly get to know each other when they've got like no other relationship background before, like it's cute. I think they kissed by the end of the season, but like it's very slow paced. So your typical sort of anime romance thing going on. It's just cute stuff. The main point is that, you know, cute girl doing cute things. Yeah, they swap between worlds. They travel between them. Okay, I don't typically enjoy watching people eat either. It's not about them eating food. It's about the girl being really cute when she tastes new food. And it's not like they like linger on in those scenes. It's just that because she really likes food and because this main character boy is very good at cooking. It just happens multiple times, but it's always very cute. It's just you can make a whole probably like an episode worth of nothing but like food eating scenes, but there's many is the point. And the girl is cute. It's just like, it's not a masterpiece. It's a light novel adaptation, right? But it's just comedy, fantasy, isekai. It's whatever. You know, it's just a little, you know, cute girl you put on the show to watch the cute girl. That's the show. It's just one of those. I enjoyed it. I thought the girl was really cute. So I personally really liked it. Gosh. And with that, I think we're approaching the there's a bunch of stuff I haven't seen territory here. So, oh no, there's one more. I know there's one more at least, but it's it is down right over here at 6.69 for a reason. So I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time. So speaking of cute girls, this anime has some peak cute girls. It's also got the best ending theme of the entire season. Really liked this ending theme. It was really cute. You know, it's really cute. Really cute. Really cute girls. A really cute ending theme, okay? Okay? I like this one for the characters, but the plot was kind of ass. I have to say, the plot was kind of ass. like they made really enjoyable characters, but the plot is just eh. Yes, we're still on winter. I am slow. We're gonna be here for a while yapping about them. Though we're almost done with winter now that I think about it. And it's only been like an hour. You know what? I'd say this is a bonus. We're almost done here. I think I've gone fast today. All things considered, I've gone pretty fast yapping about these. But yeah, this one, I feel like the start was a lot stronger, and I feel like the plot just fell down within the final 2 or 3 episodes. The plot just completely said, whatever, you know, this guy is now the villain, and it's like, what? The plot kind of fell apart on this one, but I forgive it because it had really cute girls. It was a fun ride while it lasted. Again, another one of those more so guilty pleasures that you watch. You want to see a cute girl, you want to see her be mad, you want to see her beat up a monster. That's the show. Not sold on the romance angle, and the plot was backloaded, but it's a good comedic timing and characters. Yeah. I don't think there was any real romance in the show. I'm gonna be so honest. Was that part of the genres? No, it wasn't. Okay, so they're not lying to us at the very least. Yeah, because it's mostly just action, adventure, comedy, fantasy. That's really most of it. It's like your typical sort of setting where there's a guild and then there's monsters and you go beat up the monsters. And then the guild just plays a bigger plot role here. Like, for the romance, it's basically just this one guy, and he has a one-sided crush on a girl, and the girl is like, no, absolutely not, I will never date a man. No, I want to have luxury and nice things in my life, which includes a house, and sleeping, and snacks, and a man is not part of my luxury time. She never said those words, but I could imagine her saying them. It's just, it's funny. It's cute. The girls are very cute. But it's like, do not expect the plot out of this. Jade was chasing after Alina, but there's not a strong chemistry. Yeah, no, the chemistry was like, it was not there. It was not there. But hey, I enjoyed it still in the end, even though it was arguably the worst thing I watched this season. I just really, and I think typically I would not have given it a shot after the season had aired, considering that I go pretty strictly about, like, I've found that usually my animalist scores give a good sort of, first impression maybe on if a show is like for me or not. If it's above 7, it's typically something worth watching. Above 7 is typically good. If it gets below 7, if it's in the 6s, it's typically worth my time if I really like the genre or if I like something else particular about that show. But if it's like a random isekai where I have nothing that I really care about, or random shonen, and it's like a below a 7, I'm not touching that. こんばんは。今アニメのことを話しています。冬のアニメについて、そして春のアニメについて、なんか好きなアニメ、なんだっけ、好きなものとかそういうの。うん、はいはいはい。これは今はギルドの受付嬢ですが、残業は嫌なのです。嫌なのでボスをソロ討伐しようと思います。このアニメについて今話しています。切れます。はいはい。あんまりうまいアニメじゃないと思うけど楽しかった。そういう雰囲気。I would rate it a 7, not sure why he dipped besides the random finale. Yeah, Yeah, honestly, because I mean, I rated it a 7 as well. I thought it was good for the most. Like, it just got worse by the end. But it was fun while it lasted. I think so. Let's see. Was there anything else I watched in the winter season? A lot of stuff I didn't watch. Didn't watch. Nope. I'm sad that Grisaya is this low ranked, because that tells me I probably shouldn't give this a chance. I think I talked about it last time as well, but I've liked the original Grisaya, but I don't know about the Phantom Trigger sort of seasons. Not sure. And this is telling me I probably shouldn't give it a try. Gosh. Lots of isekai stuff I'm seeing right now, because we've dipped into the low 6s of the rankings. Ooh, right, Aquarion. I didn't watch this because I'm still catching up on the first season of Aquarion. I think I'm on episode maybe 7 or something right now. I've been going very slowly at watching the original Aquarion. And the reason is, I don't know if I like Aquarion right now. The music is fantastic, but I'm really sensing that the characters are very 2000s annoying anime characters in the original Aquarion. I'm watching the whole thing and I'm hoping for the best, that the plot starts to make a little more sense. But so far I'm a little about the original Aquarion, which makes me think I'm probably not gonna watch many more seasons after that. So, and this one also being rated below a 6 is a bad sign. But I am interested in the franchise at the very least. Let's see. One Piece continues, finally. I actually didn't have time to watch that episode yet either, because of said business that I had earlier. But I couldn't do it with boyfriend. But we are watching it. Did I promise to hang out with him today? Today or Sunday, I think. We're finally finishing up what we've got to finish for now. Matthews, hello. I tried it because I like the art style, but I dropped it off because, yeah, 2000 style depressed pro tags. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. We'll get there. Gosh. Next up. 地球の運動について or orb on the movements of Earth. This one finished. It's a 2-core anime, and I already talked about it last time, but god damn is it good! Ha! Alright, so if you guys were not sold on Medalist, this is like very much on the opposite end of stuff to recommend. But if you guys are still not on the Orb hype, you guys should watch Orb. It's really, really good. Orb is really, really good. When else are you going to see an anime set in 15th century Poland, and it's about astronomy, and specifically about whether or not the Earth is the center of the universe? And it's so interesting. There's so much to it. I don't want to say, you know, you can watch the first 3 episodes. I said this last time, but the first 3 episodes are the perfect sort of first story arc, so to say, that you can watch to see if you're interested. If the first 3 episodes sell you on this, you should watch the entirety of it. It's really good. The ending is a little... You may have to look up what the fuck the ending is, because I had to look up what the fuck did the ending mean. But I like when there's a thought-provoking ending, honestly. So I don't want to spoil any more of this. It's peak. Genuinely so good. You guys should really watch it. Yes. I'm happy if you guys want to check it out. Gosh. Alright. And then I still have not seen this. Is it done airing yet? It is done airing, okay. Because I was kind of waiting for... Me and boyfriend were both sort of waiting for it to do its airing things. Okay, so if it's done, that means it's safe to start watching. Okay, good. We might start on this with Boyfriend as well, because we really wanted to leave it so it's done and then we can just binge it. So I'm sure it's been peak. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Because I do like ReZero. I do like it a lot. Gosh. And then we had Aona Hako, or Blue Box. This finished up. Really good. I recommend it. This one is technically also shonen, but I say it's girly pop enough for girlies to really like it too. It's romance first, but the first spot for what's the most important sort of genre in this, it's really a tough fight between romance and sports. But I think it's still romance first, but it's very much a sport anime as well. So if you are a sports anime enjoyer and you don't typically really watch romance anime, this might be a good sort of bridge between those two genres. You're dancing at the music. I'm happy to hear that. But yes. Also, Hina is the cutest girl. Oh, she's the cutest girl. I'm just a very... she's the cutest girl. Oh my god. And the ending, the second ending is so cute. They make Hina look so cute. God. But here's... I can simp a little bit, okay? It's a cute girl. It's understandable. And she's a very well-written cute girl. There's a lot of good characterization, good drama in this. It's like a top-tier drama, honestly. There's just a lot of good sort of... very good sort of romance things going on. And it does your typical sort of... Oh, we're leaving you in a cliffhanger. Woo! Will they tell each other that they like each other? Woo! You know, if you're into that shit, this is peak. But like it may do a little bit of cliffhanging at the end of the episodes, but it's so good. I like it. I think it's awesome. I love my romance shit, man. And this was the good romance shit that was just airing. And if you guys have not gotten on it yet, it's just so good. Ha! Because you know how in anime, when there's like romance, you know how they're sometimes really fucking annoying and they just don't talk to each other about their feelings, and then they spend an entire episode being stupid, which to be fair is kind of realistic, but it's really frustrating to watch. In this series, the characters are mature enough to talk about them. They talk when they have to talk. Not in every single situation, because talking is not always the solution, but they do a lot of it, and it's really it's nice. It's well written, realistic characters, and I'm like, yes, this is the romance I want. Oh, and yeah, Matthews, I've heard of that, but I have not seen it since I was literally a child, so I got no opinions on that. I don't even remember anything about the plot points of that kids show. But yeah. Aona Hako, peak. Go watch it. Let's see. I did not actually finish this because I was supposed to watch it with Boyfriend, but we've been kind of busy. And I'm literally about to DM him right now that I'm gonna watch this on my own. Because it's just the Fishman Island saga, but remade. Apparently, I don't actually know if it's a better version than the one that they aired already. It's supposed to be a more sort of, you know what? Let me see. What are the reviews saying? It's a little... Not a lot of reviews for this thing. Hasn't it finished airing yet? It has. It has received some hate, apparently. It has some majority important story stuff. Important action scenes. Everything is mostly here, just cropped a bit. So, I might watch it just to know what the people are talking about. But apparently, so this is like already aired anime episodes, but they've been cut down a little bit so that the arc, which was kind of the start of the anime doing sort of badly with the arcs, doing bad justice to the arcs at the start of that. And they maybe try to sort of remedy that with this. But I would really have to see if it's any good. As an alternative to, you know, watching the actual episodes of the series. But I don't know. I'm just intrigued by this. Because they, like, you know, remade the animation a little bit and that sort of stuff. It's interesting to me. I'll have to see to really know if it's anything. I'm writing this and Orb down for whenever I get Netflix. Yes. Anohako and Orb are both so good. Now let's see. With that, I think we might have finished talking about the winter season. There's some other continuing stuff here that we probably didn't need to talk about because I didn't watch them or something. Yeah, I think that's it for the winter season. How long did that take me? Hour, 20 minutes or something? Oh yeah, the Project Sekai movie is also airing right about now. I'm not gonna go see it in theaters, so I'll watch it whenever time comes, I guess. I'm a little afraid of it. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what you mean, Matthews. I have never, aside from Pokemon as a kid, I have never watched anime dubbed. I don't watch anime dubbed. I don't know why you think that would be sad. In fact, I'm quite happy that we don't have Finnish dubs. I don't think Finland's dub scene is good enough to do justice for a lot of anime. Like, I think, because like the dubbing scene in Finland is like, they just do kids series and that's it. One Piece is so much more than a kids series. Now the manga translation for One Piece, oh god, I've talked about this so much. But it used to be very good. Up until last year. Well, let's not get into that. We should talk about Spring 2025 anime. Alright? We should do this. Gosh. Very excited to see wherever anything here goes. So first and foremost, we have Windbreaker Season 2. I don't know what this is. I didn't watch the original. I recognized this promo picture. When was this? A year ago. April 5th to June 28th, 2024. So this was a year ago airing. And it is delinquent school action kind of thing. From an early age, Haruka Sakura was made an outcast due to his unconventional appearance and lack of social skills. However, the rough treatment turned him into a proficient fighter, which is now the only thing he prides himself on. Starting a fooding high school, where it is rumored that strength is valued over academics, Sakura has only one goal, taking the top spot. Rei, welcome! Oi, oi! I don't know if this is my kind of anime. There's literally no cute girls inside. Okay, there's one girl right here. Is that a girl also? Doubtful. There's like one girl in here. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm interested in an anime that's just boys being boys, fighting, beating each other up. I don't know if I'm interested in this, but change my mind. Tell me if this is good. Because I've not seen the first season, and therefore the second season would not appeal to me either. A lot of anime will be Peggy. Is that Peggy or PG-13? God, nerd shit! What? Lucas? How dare you? It's a street fight anime? Right? So I really don't know if it's my kind of anime, but if it turns out to be really, really hype, really, really worth it, I can always give it a try at some point. So that's sort of my opinion about this one. I don't know it. So I guess my overall sort of vibes about Spring 2025 so far is that there's actually very little things I'm already hyped for. Typically typically there's like a good 4 or at least 3 sort of sequels that I already have seen the first season of and I'm really excited for. But for some reason this season feels very... There's sequels, of course, but there's just none of them are the stuff that I already know. Which might be good, because that might mean that there's a lot of sort of interesting original anime this season, or just adaptations of stuff that I'm not aware of yet. So I take it with a sort of open heart, and I'm hoping there turns out to be some interesting stuff in here. You like dubbed anime more? Out of curiosity, what is your native language? Because like, well, you knew about... Are you finished? Because you knew about the whatever the fuck that was. Torakat. I feel like you wouldn't bring that up unless you are finished. Oh, Brazilian. Oh, really? So you just like going on Wikipedia deep dives. Gotcha. That's fun too. That is interesting. You check on dubbing database. Okay, that's cool. Because for me, I couldn't watch it. Because I think for me, because when I watch an anime, unless it's literally fucking Pokemon, I don't have the option of watching it in my native language. In which case, all of it is going to be an experience of either reading subtitles or listening to a foreign language. So, in that case, I'm going to choose the highest quality dub, which in 99.9% of the cases is going to be Japanese. Especially for anime, which it was the first language for. Because the Japanese sort of dubbing industry is actually really, really... Like, I can respect it. Because if I compare Finnish dubs to Japanese, it's like a night and day. It's crazy. So that's why for me, it's a duh. I'm gonna watch the Japanese dub with subtitles. Especially now that I actually understand Japanese, and it gives me more, it gives me a better understanding of the characters as well, because Japanese is a very fascinating language where you can have a lot of different talking styles that very seamlessly get integrated into media. So I feel like I get a lot more out of a character's characterization when it's in Japanese compared to English. Where English feels like there's a very one and only sort of language that is spoken. There's not a lot of variation in the English that is spoken. It's more so accents where the variation comes in English. And so for me, it's a given to watch anime in Japanese. I watched dub too because I don't have Sharingan. So is that the case of just not growing up used to having... Okay, so this is something I hear... I think it's... Sorry to stereotypize, or sorry to talk about a stereotype, but there's a stereotype that Americans specifically, or English natives, don't like subtitles because they never grew up watching subtitle things. Whereas for someone from like Northern Europe is very likely going to grow up watching a lot of stuff subtitled. It's part of the culture. People get really used to seeing subtitles. And I could be completely talking out of my ass because it's stereotypes. But to my sort of vague understanding, if your culture doesn't majorly have subtitles on them, or like subtitled series or movies or anything, then you're not used to them, and therefore you are slower at reading them or something. Because it feels weird to you, because like, you're not used to it. And I think you can just get used to it. I'm not going to tell people that you should watch one dub over another, but I'm just telling you, if you think subtitles is the issue, I think you can learn to read subtitles. In anime, I want to focus on animation. There's a lot of anime with very mediocre animation that you don't need to focus on the animation for. That's so hard that you wouldn't have time to read subtitles. Especially if you get into anything that's not the most sort of peak hype action anime. Then you're not gonna need to be focusing 100% on the screen all the time. That's just my take though. I can do both. I can look at anime completely fine. But also, admittedly, I have the buff of being able to understand Japanese, so... My native language is Spanish and there's some anime I don't mind watching dub, but I prefer to read since I feel the subs tend to be more accurate. That's true. A lot of the time, like, this can happen with subtitles as well, but there's not always time to translate everything that is in the show. And if you have to speak it aloud, there might be even less time to translate everything that is happening. So I can tell this because I know more than one language. If I read something and I hear the other language that I can both understand, quite often you notice something just doesn't get translated because there wasn't time to include it. Or there would be too much text on the screen and that sort of stuff. Or there would be just blah, 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 and you can understand none of it. When you swap languages between media that is not like literally books and stuff, or like when it's specifically like TV series or something like that, there's a limited amount of time that you can do things in. So translating can be very difficult for that. So that's why that happens. It's not always the fault of the translations themselves. I know we were not talking about that, but I kind of want to defend that. Which is also a good reason to watch the original. If you can understand the original language, I think that's the best way to go, typically. I think that's what I would choose to do. Like, you know, if you gave me like a Disney movie with a Japanese dub, I would probably go for the English one nowadays. Maybe Finnish, just because, you know, I've grown up watching Disney stuff in Finnish, even though it's a dub. But I feel like I might as well just watch the English version nowadays, because that's the original language, and therefore it would have the most context and most everything, right? So I wouldn't choose a Japanese dub just because it exists. I would choose it if it's the original language, if that makes sense. When the subtitles are wrong, you can hear it. It's different and look up the original lines. If a dub is wrong, you just experience a different piece of media altogether. True. Definitely. Like, I love talking about this kind of stuff. Can you tell? I've been yapping about this for like at least 10 minutes. But I'm just... I like these kinds of discussions. There's some rare cases where dubs are better than the original voices. Personally, I have not come across a single series like that where I would have that opinion. I don't. I cannot think of a single series where I would have watched the dub and I would have preferred the dub. There are some series where I prefer the Finnish dub over the English one. Most notably, Winx Club. But I think there's a heavy childhood bias on that. And also the fact that the English dubs are not the original dubs either. And there's some things happening in them, especially if you're like looking at the 4Kids dubs. Oh gosh. But and for context, Winx's original language is Italian, which I don't understand. I probably never will. So I can never sort of experience them in the original language, which I'm a little sad about, even though it's just a kid's series. But I don't know. It's wild. Dubs are present in movies, TV series, and games too. Maybe not in anime as much. Well, I don't watch dub movies unless it's like cartoons, like Western cartoons. Even then, I don't really watch them nowadays. At least in Northern Europe and Finland specifically, we don't really dub like live action stuff. We only dub kids series, kids cartoons, really. I know there's like a lot of European countries where they dub live action as well, but that really does not happen in Finland, so I don't have much experience with that. And games? Well, I don't play enough games. I think there's like, I think the most notable sort of game that with voice acting that I can think of would be fucking Breath of the Wild. So like, I don't know, man. Of course, that's a game, a legitimate game that has dubs on it. And I actually really want to play it with a Japanese dub sometime so I can sort of hear the differences. But I do like the English dub for Breath of the Wild. You know what? Maybe actually. Maybe I would prefer that one over the Japanese one, but I'm not sure. I'll have to play it through with the Japanese one. And I think I'm gonna do that whenever I get a Switch 2 and I can play the HD version of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and then I can experience that. I'm excited for that. What's your opinion on something like Ghost Stories where the dub just completely overwrites the original story to make it a lot more funnier? I feel... Okay, this depends on what the actual sort of original piece of media is. I have not seen the Ghost Stories dub, but to my understanding, isn't it just like a mediocre anime? Like, it's just some mediocre anime with like, whatever. It would have been forgotten if it hadn't had a really funny English dub or something like that. That's my understanding of it. So I think in scenarios like that, where the original piece of media isn't very remarkable, and it doesn't have like a lot of sequels, it doesn't have a lot of lore to it, it's not that serious, I think it's fun to twist things around a little bit. But if we get into the territory of fucking Robotech, fuck you, die. Right, so like, So, as long as it's not a very sort of serious, lots of lore, big cinematic universe kind of thing, sure, whatever, that's fun. But personally, because I feel like if it's more of a... Of course, it's really hard to sort of define what will be a piece of media that shouldn't be messed with. And I think what really matters is what the original creator feels about the dub and that sort of stuff, or feels about the concept of someone dubbing their series, or just tweaking with it in general. Because if the original creator doesn't appreciate it, I don't think it's worth it. You know what the the Macross creators think about Robotech? They think it's pure shit. They refuse. I forgot. I think it might have been Shoji Kawamori himself. He refuses to sign Robotech merch. I believe. I've heard this story. So like, that's a W for me. Yeah, or like in my head, you know. If you don't like a butchered version of your media, thank you for owning up to it, you know. Gosh. Harmony Gold is my personal nemesis. Me too. Gosh. And if you've been wanting to do a watch along for months now, have you noticed that I've been trying to push it away so it never happens? I don't want to do it. Fuck. Do I have to do it next week? Do we have to do it next week? We might have to. I'll think about scheduling it. It's gonna be a bad time. Gosh, there was another watch-along stream I really wanted to do recently, but then some things came up and that couldn't happen anymore. So, you know, I should get to it. You're reminding me about it. I should get to it. Let's try to... If I remember it, I'll do it next week, okay? We'll get started on it, okay? I like that JP creators are honest about how they feel with what they do with their works. Yes, that's a good trait. I like that. Andre, I don't think I know that specific example. Like, is that Madara Naruto or what? So you personally just prefer how the English voice actor sounds in a certain situation, or like prefer their tone of voice. And I think that's valid. I think it's valid to enjoy the tone of voice for specific voice actors compared to another. And I think here, typically for me, 99% of the time, the first voice I hear for a character in a piece of media, that's the one that gets ingrained into my brain. And the first one I hear, and I feel like, yeah, that's that character. Yes, they're voiced now. That's awesome. I can hear them. this is especially prominent in like, so for example, Wings Club. I'll bring that up again. Cause I've been watching it with Sayora. It's been very fun. But I really have a bias towards the Finnish voice actors, and specifically how the kind of tone in their voice. But some of the characters are very sort of stereotypical in their, or they're very easy to sort of, they have a very sort of kind of a character type that has a very similar sort of voice in all languages. Like there's like Stella in Winx, and she's like a very, oh my god, I'm a very girly girl, oh my god! And it's like, yeah, you can do the very girly girl voice in like many languages. Sorry. And she sounds about the same. But then there's some other characters that just don't feel the same as the original voice actor sounds to me. Like, even though, like, okay, I don't know enough about voice acting performances to know which one would be performing better, like on an objective standard, but I am biased towards the ones I heard first. First impression does matter a lot. Yes, first impressions are really important when it comes to seeing fictional characters animated. And here's the one story where that did not happen. I've had it happen once where I disagreed with how a character should sound, in my opinion. And that is a series which I had read the manga of. I had known the manga for many years. It was one of my first manga ever. Inuyasha. I never imagined Inuyasha to sound like fucking Usopp from One Piece. You know, because they share the same voice actor. You know, at that point, that specific voice actor was so ingrained to me as Usopp One Piece. And comparing that to a character that has a completely different aura in my head, it was just not clicking in my head. And I was just like, no. Like, you know, it was a very good performance by the voice actor still. But just my mental image of what the character sounded like was completely off. Because I associated that voice actor with another character so badly. No, the problem was not that they were not speaking Finnish. Nah. So, I recognize a lot of seiyus if they are in a lot of works. A lot of different anime. I start to recognize their voices very easily. Some of them have very strong sort of voices where a lot of the characters always sound the same, but then some of them are crazy, and I don't even recognize them even if I know about them, because they can do so many different performances, and I think I really find that very impressive. I think, gosh, I like both kind of voice acting in like, for like Japanese voice actors and like, I guess English voice or other languages as well, but I'm just not as sort of versed in those. But gosh. Voice acting is wild. And have I seen Avatar? Yes, I have. I watched it as a kid, but I only saw some episodes here and there. But I watched it fully, like maybe 7 years ago or something. And then I watched Korra, which I never... It can't have been 7 years then, maybe 5 years? Something like that. And then I watched Korra as well. And I watched them in English because it was easier to find. I don't even know if Korra has a Finnish dub. It probably has. But I watched the English one for Avatar and it was fun. Well, let's see. Do we have any more rants to do about voice actors? Or like, are we good to, you know, continue on with the actual purpose of the stream, which is talking about the seasonal anime? We've been talking about voice acting for like a solid 20 minutes, have we not? Oh. Gosh. Isn't that wild? Alright. Like I said, Finnish dubs are hard to find because most of them are lost media. I feel like... Are they actually lost media? Or is it just... Like, I don't think they're... I think you might be using the term lost media a little too loosely, maybe? Because I'm sure a lot of them have been published on like DVDs and stuff. So the media is out there. It's just not been digitized yet, maybe. Digitalized? Is that the word? I think it's maybe an issue of that more so than anything. Because I don't think a piece of media is lost if it's not digitalized. I think a piece of media is lost is when it just doesn't exist to anyone's knowledge. Someone recorded. Yeah. I fully believe that some like more obscure cartoons have been dubbed and then they never got like a DVD release. So I fully believe that there are lost media finished dubs. Unless like Ule Archives or something has them. I don't know. I don't even know if they would store those. But I think a lot of them are still out there if you just know where to look for them. And no Ray, I have not seen that video. I don't really follow Genshin like that. Let's see. But we should talk about anime. We should talk about Fire Force. Fire Force Season 3. Have I seen Season 2? I've not seen Season 2 yet. Why have I given it a ranking without having seen it? What? I think this is on a list of series I was supposed to watch with boyfriend. And then we watched the first season, but then we forgot about it for years and never watched the second one. Let me write this down so we remember this. Gosh. Hold on, is my fucking keyboard disconnected? Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, I've written it down. Fire Force is pretty good. Yeah, it was good from what I remember. We just, never got around to watching the second season. Let alone the third one. But I remember liking it, so I should totally... Me and the boyfriend should totally catch up on this. And it's gonna be fun, I'm sure. I'm sure it's still peak. Apparently people have been liking the first episode or so. with how high it's being ranked right now. So yeah, this is another one of those. I need to catch up on it. It's probably peak. I know. I'll get to it. Kind of serious. And then we have Dallas's anime. Uma Musume Cinderella Grey. Spin-off title of Uma Musume project by Cygames. Alright. Do they have a girl that I care about? Do they? Do you have the girl I care about? Do you? I don't think they don't got the one horse girl I'm willing to watch the series for. As long as the Uma Musume anime does not have Minori Suzuki's horse girl in there, I'm not watching it. Personal trauma against horses. You gotta believe it. I was a girl who grew up on a farm, okay? Personal vendetta against horses specifically. So, as long as there's no favorite Seiyu drawing me into this, I'm not watching it. Even no matter how peak it is. Personal vendetta. But maybe someday, she can't be never appearing at some point. If she has just a little bit of a side appearance, like a little corner appearance, as long as it's a voiced appearance, I'll watch it someday. And Ronin, hey, welcome. We're just yapping about spring 2025. Woohoo! We just got to it. When will they release more Black Cover? No idea. I never watched that one actually, because it's very shonen to me, and I feel like I don't know. I don't think that one was airing at a time or popular at a time when I was into shonen, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like it's outside of the time when I was actively watching a lot of shonen. Who knows? Also, Ronin, I think that the way you worded that, because you mentioned streaming, I think that kind of counts towards the self-promoting policy, the self-promoting rule. I think it goes against that. So I think I would appreciate if you could word it more like I have been playing blah 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 game instead of I have been streaming blah 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 game. I would appreciate if you could do that. But I'm happy to hear you've been having fun though. Presumably. Just be a little more careful with the wording in the future if that's okay. What else we got here? Oh, Black Butler. Right. I heard the anime for this is a shit show. At least the earlier seasons. I think I've read some of the manga volumes. Like maybe up to like 5 or 10 or something around that. But I never actually watched the anime. And thank God for that. Because apparently the earlier seasons are full of shit. And I don't know if this is like the... No, I don't think they're doing a remake of it. I think they're just doing some of the later arcs that they never did. Oh wait, it's still publishing. Black Butler is still publishing. What the fuck? This has been publishing for 20 years almost. That's crazy to me. Oh my god. Huh. Well, I'm happy there's still people who like the show, or series, I guess. I was never obsessed with it or anything. I just read it because it was available in my local library. I'm happy people like it. I'm happy they're getting more stuff animated too, I'm sure. But it was never my kind of anime. Yes, Throning, I get it. I know you don't have any bad intentions. I know. That's why I'm not like being too strict about it. I would just prefer if you didn't use the word streaming. Because, or like in any, I feel like maybe I should make the rules more clear. Or like maybe open up about on the definition of self-promo, but I feel like if I use the term that I am streaming or I have been streaming, I'm going to stream, I feel like it's, in my eyes, that's self-promo if you use those specific wordings. And you can just replace it with like, I have been playing, I will be playing, I'm playing, blah, blah, blah. You know, I feel like that one is just a more neutral way to say it. But it's fun that there's a game with your name though. I see that. I see the pun. I remember watching the first few seasons and already back then not fully getting the overarching story. Otherwise, found it okay though, as a teenager at least. Yeah. I think I watched like a deep dive on like the Black Butler anime by someone on YouTube like not too long ago. Might have been Negative Legend, if you guys know that guy. Negative Legend, he does a lot of very negative reviews of like children's media or teens media, including some anime. They're pretty entertaining if you don't mind seeing some of your favorites being roasted a little bit. And I think I watched his Black Butler video and he was roasting the shit out of the first seasons of Black Butler, I think. Gosh, but yeah, the manga is probably the way to go with that. But the newer seasons might be good because, you know, when was the first season? Let's try to see. When did that air even? I have to go back quite a few. Quite a few, I think. And then it's been releasing a lot of like OVAs and stuff, hasn't it? Here we go. 2008. Yeah, that's a rough time for an anime to air. I feel like the late 2000s, early 2010s, they were kind of a lot of anime from that era. You can tell that the directors and everything, they're kind of soloing some things. They're not being entirely faithful to the source material a lot of the time. And I think that one might have fallen for that. Fallen victim to that. It'll be funny when GhostGirlMarlie streams Ghost Streak. Maybe someday. Maybe. I've never watched a playthrough of that, funnily enough. Gosh. But yeah, I'm happy that people who are still fan of this series, they get some more of that. I just know I'm not watching it personally. Let's see now. What the hell is this? Kowloon generic romance. Manga adaptation. Seinen, adult cast workplace, romance sci-fi. Okay. In a distant future, individuals who adore the old way of life in Kowloon, walled city. Oh, it's that. Oh, I've watched YouTube documentaries about this. A slum city that serves as a refugee for those who long for the Hong Kong of the past. Realtor Reiko Kujirai, however, craves for the new and exciting places in the area. In contrast, her only co-worker, Hajime Kudo, enjoys the nostalgia the city invokes and is put off by anything modern that seeps past its walls. But despite their differing views and constant bickering on the most mundane of things, the two often find themselves enjoying each other's company. That's a premise, alright. Huh. So far, people have liked the first episode or so based on the score. I think if the score stays this high, I might give this a shot. But if the score falls below a 7, I'm probably not giving it a shot. Because I like to sort of... Typically when it comes to seasonal anime, I like to let them have like a good 3 to 5 episodes to see what people think of them. Before I watch them myself. Just, especially when it's something that I don't know. And I don't see hype for. I like to sort of give it a few episodes to see if like people suddenly bring it up and are like, oh, this is the most hyped thing ever. Or like, this is really cool and interesting. So I'm interested. Let's see. Not any immediate sort of a lot of these producers don't even have their names. It's not like an, what is this studio? Arvo Animation. Never heard of them. Okay, it's a relatively new studio from what I can say. From what I can tell. They haven't been able to make anything in the 8s yet. So, interesting. How is the original series ranked? It's a 7.7, so this has a good chance of being something very interesting. That's a pretty retro-looking art style for something that started publishing in 2019. Interesting. I'm intrigued by this, but I'm too afraid to jump into it blind. So, we'll have to wait to see if anybody says anything about it. I have to watch this. I want to watch it purely to see if Kaitak Airport shows up. That's so you. You know what? That's valid. Do you need to have a live 2D model to qualify as a VTuber? No, I don't think so. PNG tubers are also VTubers. A very simple answer. Let's see. Next one. Lazarus. Ooh, let's see. So what are you? Mappa. Okay. That's something. Original. Mappa original. Genre is sci-fi. Okay. I'm listening. They got Miyano Mamoru on it. Okay. They got Uchida Maya. Okay. They got some... I think Hayashibara Megumi is also a name I recognize, probably. Anything else I recognize? Okay, I don't know. This seems interesting. The year is 2052. An era of unprecedented peace and prosperity prevails across the globe. The reason for this, mankind has been freed from sickness and pain. Nobel Prize-winning neuroscientist Dr. Skinner has developed a miracle cure-all drug with no apparent drawbacks called Hapuna. Hapuna soon becomes ubiquitous and essential. However, soon after Hapuna is officially introduced, Dr. Skinner vanishes. 3 years later, the world has moved on, but Dr. Skinner has returned, this time as a harbinger of doom. Skinner announces that Hapuna has a short half-life. Everyone who has taken it will die approximately 3 years later. What? Okay. Death is coming for the sinful world and coming soon. As a response to this threat, a special task force of 5 agents is gathered from across the world to save humanity from Skinner's plan. This group is called the Lazarus. Can they find Skinner and develop a vaccine before the time runs out? Ah. Well, that's more unique than then it could be, I guess. This one, well, I'm sure since it's Mappa, the animation is gonna be peak. Probably. But I don't watch anime for the animation alone. It's a bonus for me if it's got good animation, good fight scenes. So I think this one is also like, I'll have to see what kind of reaction it gets out of people. I can make a Doctor Who reference here, I think. Probably. Gosh. Isn't it crazy that I know about Doctor Who? I know what it is. I may have seen a singular episode at some point when I was like 12. The reason for that, it's because I used to, because like my childhood friends that I knew through my parents, or like they were like, yeah, childhood friends that I knew through my parents, they had a phase. They had a Doctor Who phase at some point, and I was brainwashed a little bit. So I know what it is, so that's fun, right? Very interesting though. This one sounds interesting, but I'll have to see what people think of it. Let's see. Ooh, we're getting into some good stuff, I think. Oh, nice. All right, and Shirley. So this one, I heard about this one. I think isn't this like a very, very classical manga? Yeah, from 1997, I think. And this one is like a new manga that they're making. Okay, interesting. Let's see, because I've heard about this. It is a historical drama. Always very good to hear. Has a lot of sort of Ghibli vibes with the character design, doesn't it? Life is not easy for Anne Shirley, an 11-year-old orphan with a vast imagination and a short temper. In a twist of fate, she gets taken into the Cuthbert house in Avonlea. The elderly occupants Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert were looking for a young boy to help in the fields, but they're in for quite a shock when they realize Anne is a girl. Adapted from the acclaimed classic, portrays upbringing from 11 to 17 years. Oh, so it's like a coming-of-age story. I might watch this one. I think I'm curious about it. And so far, I think the art style looks really good. It's typically, if a series is a good art style, it's a good indicator that it's at least gonna be worth some episodes, if nothing else. Alright, I'm looking if I recognize anybody here, but not perchance. Okay, well, that's definitely a name. all right, that's a character, right? But interesting. This one might be a good watch. Historical drama. You know what? I think I'm gonna watch this one from episode 1. I think I'll start watching this one very soon. It looks interesting, and I have a feeling it might be my kind of series. I'm watching, but I'm not chatting, but I'm watching. Yeah, don't worry about that. You guys are never forced to be chatting in the chat. If you guys happen to have some kind of opinions to share or other thoughts, especially in like a chatting stream, I don't mind if it's a little off topic here and there. Feel free to chat. It's all good. But if you don't, it's all good. Like, chatting and yapping streams, they're meant to be something that's just in the background a little bit. Sayora is being a very scary mod right now. Do not believe their words. Setting seems cool, like I could enjoy it. Yeah, I'm always drawn to like a historical anime, I think. I enjoy that, I think. I do enjoy sci-fi too. I think I just enjoy settings that are a little outside of my own sort of own world, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm mostly watching because I don't know enough anime. That's all good. That's all good. You guys get to learn more, or you guys get to be very passionate if there's a moment for that. And next up, though, I think this one might be one of the more hype things happening. The new Gundam with that cute girl! Mobile Suit Gundam GQX! That's probably not how you pronounce it, but I attempted my best. So, I think I'm just gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna be so honest. I think I'm just gonna watch it. I've been thinking about it, but there isn't really much else going on so far in the season that I'm probably just gonna go ahead and watch it from episode 1. Oh, there's a pretty cool movie though. Ooh. I wonder if it's mandatory. There's not a lot of recommendations or anything for it. I suppose I'll see if I can find it somewhere. And I'll watch it maybe. We'll see. Regardless, I'm kind of excited. I think if Gundam keeps on with the trend of having cute girls, I could probably get into it more. Of course, I'm not saying I'm never gonna watch the older Gundams. I'm not saying that. But I think for someone like me, getting introduced into the series through newer entries with cute girls is something that's gonna be very beneficial. And once they've grabbed me, once they've got a tight hold on me, then I'm gonna be able to watch the older entries, I think. I think that's what Gundam is for me. One of those series. Me and Macross. Oh my god, newer series with cute girls! Honestly, that's me. That's me. Only unlike Gundam, we get a new series every decade. True, true. How often do we get a new Gundam series? Do you guys know? Is it like every 5 years or something? Or is it more so 3 years? How long ago was Suisei no Majo? How long ago were you? 2022. So, with my math, that's 3 years. Nearby there. So perhaps you get some new Gundams every now and then. Oh my god, women and big robots, awesome. Right? Can you believe Macross Delta turns 10 soon? I do not believe it. I don't know, man. I'll believe it when I see the trailer for the next Macross, which is not gonna be in like at least a year. Gosh. So this is exciting. Looking forward to it. Now, what are you? Why are you kind of highly ranked? Kijin Gento Sho. Sora the Demon Hunter. Kijin Gento Sho. Okay, this sounds historical. It is historical, action, adventure, fantasy. And source is a novel. Okay. That's always interesting. They got Hayami Saori. Okay. Interesting. This website is My Anime List. I believe I said that earlier. My Anime List. Gosh. Can't wait for our unhinged messages when the trailer drops in a year. Oh yeah. It's gonna be so over for you guys who are not into Macross. It's gonna be everything I talk about for like a month. The trailer alone. Gosh. But what is this one about? Let's see. In the Edo period, there was a shrine maiden called Itsukihime in the mountain village of Kadono, sorry. Jinta, a young man who acts as the shrine maiden's guardian despite being a stranger, encounters a mysterious demon who speaks of the far future in the forest, where he went to defeat it. From Edo to Heisei era, this huge Japanese fantasy series follows a demon man who travels through time while continuously questioning the meaning of wielding a sword. That's interesting. I am intrigued by the plot already. I think the setting and everything is interesting enough for me that I don't care if there's no cute girls. But I may have to give this a few episodes just to see if it stays in this range for the score. I don't know. Let's see. How is this novel ranked? Okay, there's none for that. What about this manga? Manga is 7.5. Interesting. That's a cute girl though, right there. I might be interested in this. And Robbie, hella welcome. My day has been good, thank you. You're not here early. Don't worry about it. It might just be my bad for, you know, not replying immediately when you sent the message earlier. But yeah, this one I'm very curious about. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm very curious about this one. And I probably will watch this. I may give it a few weeks to see if it's not completely forgettable. But if people seem interested based on the first 3 episodes or so, I will jump on this one too. Sounds very exciting. I do like my historical stuff. Let's see. Next up, whatever the fuck this is. Yaiba Samurai Legend. Huh. It is an adaptation of oh, that's Gosho Aoyama. Yeah, it is. Okay. So this is from the creator of Detective Conan. Okay. Oh, is this like a series that was before Detective Conan? Let's see. Published manga. Sorted by most recent. Hold on, what the fuck? AKB48? What? That's wild. Oh, so okay, so this is from 10 years earlier than Detective Conan. Okay, that's interesting. I actually haven't been able to keep up with Detective Conan because obviously it has way too much to it, and I kind of realized at some point that I'm not the biggest enjoyer of, like, you know, detective stuff and like crime mysteries. Like I feel like I had my share of Detective Conan in my life, but maybe if this one gets hyped up, I might give it a shot, just because it would be interesting to see. Speaking of anime, a few days ago, I found out that my best friend had watched all of Pokemon a total of 42 times. Every single season of Pokemon, or just like a specific season 42 times? That's crazy regardless. But this looks interesting. Definitely. Every single season! Are they a toddler or? Probably not. I kind of can't imagine someone watching the Pokemon anime that much. That's crazy. You know, better. You know, happy for them. That's pretty crazy. You know, happy for them. Conan was actually a series I stopped watching because switching to dub was too hard for me because I didn't like Conan's voice. Right, I get that. For me, the reason I stopped... Well, I used to read the manga, but the reason I stopped is because they stopped publishing the manga in Finnish, because the company that was publishing Conan into Finnish, they went under or something. So I've only read like up to like maybe 50, 60 volumes of the manga, which is already a lot. But I know for a damn fact there's like 100 of them out by now. So in reality, I've gotten like halfway through there. But the whole thing with Detective Conan is that it's the same shit over and over and over again. A little bit. It's a new crime mystery, yes, but it's like still the same, basically. And the main story never goes forward. Ah! Like, the day Detective Conan ends is when I will catch up and I will find a guide where somebody says, what are the main story episodes to watch, you know? And user, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I'll switch into sub. Okay, no worries. It's still the same. That is a good idea, right? There's just so much to it. And like my only other sort of reference point for like a manga that long is One Piece. But One Piece is crazy, where not only does the plot go forward, it's not always a repeat of the same thing. Or at the very least, it becomes a more sort of stretched out arc where there's a lot more happening before the eventual sort of, you know, Luffy beats bad guy happens. Whereas in the single Detective Conan volume, there used to be like 3 different stories, 3 different mysteries or something within a single volume, unless it was like some larger thing. That's in my memory at least. So it would be a lot of shorter stories with nothing in the main story progressing. And I kind of they were good, but I don't need that much, if you know what I mean. So I'll just happily wait until it's over eventually, so I can, you know, just get the main story, because I am invested in the main story a little bit. I want to know if Conan ever grows up, you know. Like the amount of, I feel like it's probably gotten to the Pokemon levels of whatever the fuck is happening with the time loops, right? Unless you guys know better. At least for what I read of Conan, I don't remember them like do it like you know, like Ran is the girl in high school, right? I don't think she like ever graduates from high school. I don't think Conan moves on to, you know, moves grades or anything. Does he? So I feel like it's getting to the point where it's like, how are you fitting all of these fucking crimes within a single sort of year or something? I don't know how they're doing that. I might be completely wrong, and there is some kind of continuity where the characters get older, actually. But I'm just saying, what the fuck? No, you're right. I hear it's supposed to take in 1 year in universe. There are more than 300 crime cases in that damn series. How are they? Are they just, you know, walking out daily and there's a new crime? I think I've had it. Like, this is why I couldn't watch all of Pokemon, because I like when my characters grow, both mentally and physically. I want to see them grow. I don't want to be stuck in a time loop with them. 3 times a day? Right, that's crazy. Like, I've seen enough. Can we just, can we just see them get older? God damn. That series has been going on for way too long too. Oh my god. So, whew, that's the whole rant we got out of this. So, with Studio though, that's good. Maybe if this one gets some good ratings, I'll check this one out. All right, moving on to something I'm actually really looking forward to. So, Shoshimin series 2nd season. Shoshimin How to Become Ordinary season 2. The first season was really good. I really, really enjoyed the first season. I didn't watch it when it aired because it flew under my radar. This was one of the series that I heard about after the season ended. I believe it was, summer 2024. So I watched this like sometime during last fall, I think. And it's very good. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. There's a really adorable, cute girl. Really adorable, cute girl. And then a male lead character that is not annoying. And that alone is really good. But then there's like a lot of sort of mysteries and stuff happening. And it's really interesting. Like, I think this one is a good mystery anime. It has a lot of good suspense. It's very interesting. And it's just interesting. And I'm excited to see what more they do. The best anime ever? I wouldn't go that far. But it is very interesting. It might hit someone's very specific niche with like mystery anime, that it becomes that for them. But since mystery is not like my favorite genre or anything, it's not something I usually dabble in. But I can tell this is very good. What's the OP? I'm not watching any videos today. I'm not watching trailers. I'm not watching any openings because copyright is a bitch and I don't want to deal with that. So I want to save the VOD of the stream. But, you know, I will be watching it eventually when I start watching the series. April 6th, though, the first episode is out already. Okay, so I can start watching this immediately after stream or something. Good to know. Because I have not... I purposefully did not watch any new episode of the new season yet because I wanted to, you know, do the stream first. Like, it's a planet? No, shut up. I was scared the mysteries in this would be so bad, so I never tried it, but if they're good, then I'm down. They are good. It's more about sort of mind games in a little bit. It's a lot about a character who's basically a detective, and then there's another really smart character, and they bounce off of each other. And like the mysteries themselves, I think they were fairly ordinary. Like it wasn't like, I think at some point they spent a fucking half an episode talking about chocolate cake or something because there was something with the chocolate cake or something, and it was just very interesting. This is one of those anime that if you want your action in your anime, you will not like this maybe, but if you can appreciate an anime where like half of the episode is spent talking about sort of intriguing concepts and stuff, this is a good anime. It was something like a chocolate cake. I forgot what it was about exactly. Or no, it was hot chocolate. It was hot chocolate. There was something about wondering who drank the hot chocolate or something like that. I forgot what it was exactly about, but it was interesting. Okay, I swear to you, it was interesting. You'll see what happens, but it's like, they made it intriguing enough. Funny, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And I think, it is kind of similar to Kusuria or like Apothecary Diaries, I guess. But personally for me, this was most similar to, hold on, I forgot the name of it. I have to look up some thingies. Okay, so it is not this one. It's not this one. Oh, here it is. This is the TV version. So from this, there's another one that had the same sort of. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Probably. Is it? God, I forgot the. This one. So this one is what it reminds me of. Inspectore or Kyoko Suiri. This one had a very similar dynamic with a smart main character and another one that they're bouncing off of. But this one is a lot more sort of supernatural mysteries kind of deal happening with this one. And Nikki, hello. I missed the meow. Sorry, I was so obsessed. That's a microphone. Sorry. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Good morning. Meow. That's what we get. And funny. Hello. Welcome. Do you know of Hyoka? Yes, I know. Oh, it makes sense if they're by the same author though, because they do have a similar vibe. But this is another series that if you guys like Shoshimin, then I recommend you guys check this one out too. I don't really know why it's gotten a 6.9 here, because it was generally a very good anime. I think it's gotten a bad score because this one is very much about a character talks about the concepts of a mystery. And I guess that your average sort of anime watcher cannot stand characters talking. So they gave this one. This one's one of those few anime that where I think my animalist score is bullshit. This one is a lot better than what this is giving. And you can immediately tell the second season has a lot higher score because like it has a smaller user base. But yeah, this one was very good. Interested to see if this one has another season coming at some point. This one aired 2023, so that's something. Because this one is still publishing. Yeah, interesting. All right, going back. Sorry, the only reason I remembered is that I had to look it through a different anime is because it's because they have this similar sort of concept with a mermaid skin, and I'm like, okay, this is the one literally called Mermaid Saga is the one where I know the other one was recommended. I have my way of navigating my anime list sometimes. But yes, very excited for the second season, and we'll see how it goes from there. Let's see. Next up, we have Aharen-san wa Hakarenai Season 2. Oh, I did not watch the first one either. I've seen this anime though. What is this about? Comedy, romance, love, status quo, school, shonen. So it's the one guy who's like, oh my god, there's a guy and there's a girl and they're in high school and it's a shonen, awkward, it's a timid. So this might not be my kind of series, but like I prefer my romance to be more sort of like, I don't know. I feel like, you know, there's this genre of romance where it's just there's the plain guy and then there's a really eccentric girl, and I would prefer to have a plain girl and eccentric guy if that's what it came to. So I'm just like, it's probably not my thing, but I'm happy if people like it enough that it got a second season. This one might be good, but I think I'm good without it, probably. Yes, I do get those bots every now and then on my streams, but I think I have enough filters, like banned words and stuff, that typically checks them out. Like, I think you will notice that sometimes they have a lot of similar phrases like buy new viewers or get viewers or something. So I have like banned phrases for buy viewers, get viewers, something like that. And eventually they kind of just stop appearing. And then there's whatever, you know, Sayora said about the banned words. I'm confirmed that I know I've been aged out of being the target audience with these romance anime. Yeah. Like, I think these ones are specifically targeting high school boys, and I've never been that. So... like, I'm sure they've got their audience, but it's not for me. I'm happy for whoever enjoys it, though. You did get denied for that. Amazing. All right. What do we got here? Ooh, wait, this looks cute. ロックはレディーのたしなみでして。Rock is a lady's modesty. Ooh, okay, band girl anime? But with ladies? Band meet? Is that the one? Sane in music school? Comedy? And Roger, welcome. So let me read about this. An elite all-girls academy. Allura Mist and Roger Busman, thanks for the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me read that again. I can't read. At an elite all-girls academy where refined young ladies gather, Lisa Suzunomiya, now the daughter of a real estate tycoon after her mother, blah, 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 is forced to abandon her guitar and rock music to fit in, blah, blah, blah. Passion is reunited by the sounds of the old-school building where she meets a skilled drummer, blah, 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 blah. Together they become rock stars, blah, blah. Okay. Plot is a little generic, but it could be good. I mean, it's a band girl anime. Band girl anime can't possibly be bad. Let's see. It's a manga adaptation and the original is 7.17, but there's only very few users on this. I've now checked the actual number, 60% are just Robotech variations. Amazing. But yeah, this one seems nice. I like that the main girl has twin tails. She's very cute. I think I might give this one a solid 3 to 5 episodes to see what people think of it. Because it sounds a little generic, but if it's got something good in it, I'm sure it'll show in the rankings and stuff. In which case, I'll probably give it a shot at that point. Wonderful, hello. Welcome, welcome. No, I am not looking cute. Get listed. Sorry, Sayori, you got work. Oh, is this what I think it is? It is. My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Okay, there's something here I recognize. So this is a side story to My Hero Academia. I've been watching all the seasons of My Hero Academia, so I should probably watch this one as well, is what my brain is telling me. Not because it's probably gonna be good, but mostly just because it's like, it might be one of those brainless things that I'll just put in the background. Is what I'm getting from here. Do you see everyone calling a ghosty cute? Am I creating jobs? Mayhaps. Oh, wow. Edge did it. Gosh. Let's see. But yeah, this is My Hero Academia basically. Unless it gets really shit reviews, I'll probably start binging it at some point. Like, I'm not rushing to see the first episode, but I'll get to it at some point. I think that's about my opinion. I don't really care about My Hero Academia. But I've been watching every season, right? So it's almost like an isekai. It's like, it's a shonen, but there's something about the specific premise of it that's like appealing enough to me that I kind of enjoy liking it, or enjoy watching it a little bit. Even though My Hero Academia itself isn't the most peak thing out there. But it has its moments. And this one might also have its moments. We'll see though. I'll give it a shot. That's about how I feel about it. Okay, this one looks really interesting. Let's talk about this one. Let's talk about this one. This one looked really interesting. From what I quickly glanced. I think I might have seen this on Twitter or something as well. So, comedy supernatural shonen, but it's got a really cute looking girl. That's what we're seeing. And it's got a Yoasobi opening. So, that's kind of crazy. So, what is this about? Nico Wakatsuki has finished her 6 years of witch training and is moving back to town by herself. As a new witch, she must choose a familiar to accompany her. However, unlike the other witches, she wishes to pick a non-animal familiar. Uh-oh. There's no better companion than Morihito Moi Otoki, her childhood friend who happens to be an ogre. Okay. Morihito is vehemently opposed to being her servant, but he reluctantly accepts his fate after learning that a curse would revert him into a strange cow-tiger hybrid were he to disobey a witch's order. Due to Morihito's father leaving for a business trip and Nico's mother remaining behind in the witch's holy land, the two teens find themselves living together under the same roof. While Nico is ecstatic to be living with her crush, Morihito finds that her magical antics and overall clumsiness create more problems than solutions. With a prophesized disaster to befall Nico within the year, Morihito must do everything he can to protect her as her bodyguard while also upholding his duties as her familiar. I mean, it's also screaming a little bit the high school boy fantasy, but this one seems like it's got more interesting plot than, you know, just they're just sitting in a high school and then there's just a cute girl. There's a cute girl, but she's a witch! Which is intriguing enough for me to be like, oh, cute girl. I like my fantasy stuff. So I think I will be watching this one. It looks really interesting to me. I think this one might be the one that I'm just gonna give it a shot, see if it's hell or not. Let's see how the manga has done though. Manga is a solid 7. So that's something. Like, the premise of this seems interesting enough for me. I don't even like this, read the manga, but the opening for this anime is one of the best out there. Yeah, I mean, might just be worth it for the opening because it's Yoasobi, right? Might just be worth it for that. I mean, last season I watched for an ending song too, so this one might be my it. I'll give it a shot. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, because the premise is fun enough. I think Witch Watch is one of the most girly target audience on Jump, which is not much, but way more than the average romance. Okay, if it's girly orientated, I'm down. I love my girly stuff. And I mean, I can see, I haven't even seen anything, but just the whole aesthetic radiates very girly. And I'm just like, I find myself attracted to it despite not knowing that it's girly. Did you hear Ande from Monogatari off-season and Monster season? I might have, but I did not watch that because I'm godly behind on Monogatari. That's another one of the series that I've been trying to rewatch with boyfriend to eventually catch up into the newer seasons. So I might have heard the song once or twice, but I didn't actually, you know, watch the anime. So it's on the list of things I'll eventually get to. Which is a little long, isn't it? But yeah, this one is I'm gonna give it a shot. Maybe it's really fun. Maybe I like it. That's the thing in here. Let's see. Next up, Summer Pockets. Slice of life. Okay, we got cute girls. Is this cute girls doing cute things? It's a feel visual novel. Remind me. Haven't Feel done like something that I recognize? Haven't they? Well, they've done a lot of stuff, so there's probably something here eventually. This is a lot in here. Alright. So that's a visual novel adaptation. Haven't seen those yet, I think. None of my favorite seiyus, but it looks interesting. Boyfriend, hello. Do you remember, boyfriend? We gotta catch up on Monogatari. Ooh. Okay. Good enough. Alright, let me read this. Summer Pockets is set on an isolated rural and peaceful island on the Seto Inland Sea called Torishiro-jima, which has a population of about 2,000 people. The protagonist, Hairi Takahara, grew up in an urban setting, but after an unpleasant incident, he uses the recent death of his grandmother as an excuse to come to the island to take care of her estate's sale. This is the most fucking visual novel. There's a man in here! The man is not in the promotional picture! There's a man in here! Okay, whatever. So we have a man here. Okay. Once there, he gets to know 4 girls who are a focus of the story. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So it's a visual novel. Could be good. I'm probably gonna wait for this one to just have a bunch of reviews to see if I feel if it's worth watching. Because visual novel adaptations are kind of scary. I don't know if I can jump into them blind. Junmai does work. Junmai work. Clannad, Angel Beats, Charlotte, Canon. Okay. So it's probably not a bad visual novel. At the very least. And I mean, the art style is very... It's very sort of classical visual novel looking. Like, I've seen Clannad and Angel Beats and stuff, probably. But like, I've not like been obsessed with them. I've appreciated them as good pieces of media. So this one is probably going to come down to how good the adaptation is, because the source material is probably good. So I'm really going to have to give this one episodes to see if it's any good. Riding Kukas? What does that mean? Does that mean it's good or bad? But yeah, visual novels tend to be so long that for something... Oh, this one is a question mark episodes, actually. I was about to say if it's for 12 episodes. I don't know if it's gonna be long enough to cover an entire visual novel. But maybe if this is 2 cores, then that could be cool. I don't know, though. I will definitely Definitely keep my eyes out on this one. May not watch it if it doesn't get enough interest, but I know that it exists now, and that's good enough. All right. Next up, comedy romance. Okay. Okay. You guys, I'm sensing vibes that this is the high school boy target audience anime. Light novel, comedy romance, school, JC staff. Boy and a girl pledge lifelong friendship in a small town junior high school. So it's middle school, actually. The relationship between these two, who are destined to share a common dream, has passed 2 years without any particular developments. Bubbly girl. Okay, so it's just a love triangle. It's just a love triangle, but like your typical boring guy. I mean, blue-haired girl is cute, but this one might be a skip. This one's probably the first skip. Like 100% skip on this list. I don't know if I'm... I don't know if I'm interested. Generic anime man. I know that. I think seeing generic anime man is the biggest indicator that I'm probably not going to be interested. But we'll see. Maybe if people hype it up, but I think that one's a skip. So we're gonna go faster down the end because all the hype stuff is above, probably. This one has an interesting poster to it. From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. Never mind, it's a light novel, isn't it? Yep, it's a light novel. Passione. Hold on. Okay, they've done something interesting. Hayabusa film? What have they done? Okay, so they got it. There might be something here. Studio-wise. Oh, they got Toyama now! Oh my god, Macra Seiyu is spotted! Macra Seiyu is spotted! Wee-woo! Wee-woo! Toyama now! Wee-woo! 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 Alright, what are you about? Beryl Gardinant, a self-proclaimed humble old man, is a sword instructor at his dojo in a rural backwater village. In his younger years, he dreamed of glory as a master swordsman, but those days are long behind him. Out of the blue, he receives a visit from the famous former pupil who brings him world-shattering news. He's been appointed as a special instructor for the Knights of the Liberian Order. With his life now turned upside down, Beryl travels to the capital and reunites with some of his former students, elite knights, an ace wizard, and even an adventurer who's attained the highest guild rank possible. But why do they all want his tutelage? As far as he's concerned, they clearly don't need him anymore. Can Beryl live up to his new position, and will he ever get a moment's peace away from his adoring students? Unsure if this is wholesome or not. How is the light novel rated? Okay, nothing. Okay, what about the manga? It's just a 7.2. It's not, it doesn't have a terrible score. Huh. I'm aware of this existence now, but I'm gonna have to see if it gets good reviews. This one might be one of those I'll just play it in the background, guilty pleasure kind of things, if it seems to be decent. Which, there's a chance. Seems interesting, but we'll see. We'll see. That's a we'll see rating. Okay, I see cute girls. What are you? Holy shit, cute girls. Ooh, a lot of producers. Shaft! Shaft! Studio Shaft! Studio Shaft is making an anime? Hold on a fucking minute. Like, have they made stuff? They haven't really made stuff, have they? I don't think they've made a lot of stuff. Have they? Hold on. Yeah, I don't think they've done anything like us in a while. Well, they have, but it's like Not that often. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, they have done stuff, but it's like, oh. Studio staff make an anime. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm listening. What are you? And it's got cute girls. What are you? What are you? Hanazawa Kana. Okay. Okay. Kitamura Eri. Ogura Yui. Holy shit. Holy shit, they got seiyus here. Honeyworks theme song performance. Kana Hanazawa. Oh, okay. Okay, they got some names on this show. What the fuck am I? What the fuck is this show? Okay. Satoko Kusagakure, a female ninja who left her village with her comrades, finds herself living with Konoha, a high school girl working as an assassin in the city. Satoko possesses the ability to transform objects using ninjutsu, which catches Konoha's attention. They strike a deal. Konoha provides Satoko with a place to live in exchange for Satoko's help in cleaning up after her assassination jobs. As they face off against assassins sent by Satoko's village, indulge in delicious meals using money earned from assassination jobs, and navigate the chaos of their unusual living situation, the story captures the heartwarming yet chaotic lives of the two unlikely roommates. Roommates? Roommates, you say? Two girls? Roommates? I think this one's a must-watch. Must-watch. I am intrigued. Two girls? This seems really cute. Okay. 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 I'm really intrigued. April 10th? So the first episode should be out by now. And it's slice of life too. God damn. What is the source material? The source material has like it's okay. This is a very new manga. Interesting. Kids Gaming, hi, welcome. Okay, this one's absolutely on the list of I will watch this from episode 1, see what happens. Okay, that's on the list of things I'm going to watch. Okay, deal. We found something interesting. I didn't expect to find something like that. Cool. All right. Oh gosh, there's so much to go through. Oh dear. We might have to get a little faster. It's already been 3 hours. Okay. Okay. Okay, Apocalypse Hotel. What are you? Side Games Pictures? Is this based on a game? Probably not. Many years have passed since humanity vanished from Earth, yet the Galaxy Tower Hotel? Dedicated hotelier robot! Along with other employee robots working tirelessly in various departments. Together they spend what feels like an eternity maintaining the hotel despite having no guests. Oh! Okay. It's an original! And it's sci-fi. Ooh. Morohoshi Shumide! Sorry. Sorry. Hoshimiya Ichigo herself. Hoshimiya Ichigo herself. Oh my god. We have an anime with Ichigo Aikatsu. Okay. I'm really intrigued by this. Because this one's an original. I can't stalk what the original story is about. But it seems really oh my god. There might be stuff to watch this season after all. I think I'm gonna give this one a shot. It seems interesting based on the premise. I like that there's robots. And slice of life and stuff. Or no, it's not. It's sci-fi. But yeah, I'm really interested in this. Let's watch that. It's got an Aikatsu Seiyu as well, you know. Can I not say no? Cool. Next up. Light novel adaptation. Okay, what do you have that others don't have? It's a light novel. Do you have seiyus I care about? They got Ken! They got Boog from Macross himself. That's about it. I don't know. You know, because we're running out of time, I think, or we're gonna be here a whole night if I start paying attention to every single light novel adaptation. So I think this one is another one of the, okay, very powerful, blah, 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 blah. It's light novel. I'm gonna wait and see if it gets good reviews, then I'll watch it, binge it at some point. I think that's about right. Alright, what are you? Slime? I've been killing slime for 300 years and maxed out my level season 2. Well, never did I hear about the first season. It's below a 7. Just a isekai comedy fantasy. I think this one's a skip. Probably. Next up, the Shiunji family children. What are you about? The love between brother and sister. The love between a man and a woman. That which is most forbidden is most unyielding. Comedy, romance, sane, and love polygon. This one might be. 2 sons and 5 daughters of the Shiunji family shine like brilliant gems, each with intelligence and beauty. Blah, 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 blah. But when his youngest sibling turns 15, the father reveals a long-hidden secret of the Shiunji siblings and knocks Arata's worlds off of its axis. I don't know if I'm interested. The original has a 6 rating. I think this one's gonna be a skip. I don't think it's gonna be interesting. I'm getting some weird incest vibes from this, but if it's not, feel free to tell me. But I'm getting weird incest vibes from this, and I'm like, that's not my thing. So let that exist. Next up, this one looks cute. Is that a train or is that a bridge? Can you open the picture? That's a bridge. Okay. Sorry. False alert. There's no train. The original has not gotten anything yet. Okay. So, adventure slice of life seinen. That sounds good. Studio is Makaria. I've never heard of that. They got Hikasa Yoko. That's something. Interesting. So this is about Shika Suzugamori. A rookie manga artist has been rejected every time she submits a new draft. On the verge of giving up, she suddenly gets the idea of going on a journey that heals precisely because it's rough. This is the ultimate travel comic. Okay. I love how they say comic when, you know, this is an anime, but it's probably gonna be a cute slice of life series. This synopsis is really not giving anything. So we're probably gonna have to wait to see what kind of reviews this gets. But I'm interested. Just because a travel slice of life is never a bad series. Typically it could be something good even. Like think of Yuru Camp. It's so good. Peak even. And now let's see. Arumaju ga shinu made. Once upon a witch death. Okay. Looking through the saves. Again, Hikasa Yoko. Okay, interesting. It's a light novel adaptation, adventure drama fantasy. Okay. Sakamoto Maya for the opening. That's something. On her 70th birthday, the apprentice witch Meg... The apprentice witch? There's a lot of witches this season, huh? Learns that she only has 1 year left to live. Her teacher, the long-lived witch Faust, explains that the only way to undo the death curse is to collect the tears of joy and grow the seed of life. To find them, Meg will have to leave the sheltered life she's always known and head out into the world. There will be meetings, partings, and friendships aplenty, and of course many tears. Meg will learn the most important lessons for her, of which are bright, sweet, and somewhat heart-wrenching. I like the synopsis. How's the original? That doesn't have anything. Nor does this, so it's a sort of brand new series. I like the synopsis, but the studio of EMT Squared, they've not really made anything good, have they? Oh, hold on. Score, not newest. Okay, they've done some slice of life stuff, I think. So it's not doomed to death. I think it depends on how strong the story is and everything. Let's see, who's the these are all producers, but producer is different from director, isn't it? Well, you are the most notable person. What have you worked on? Well, there's definitely some series here, but... Oh, AKB 048. That's cool. I think I'm gonna keep my eye out for this one, just to see if it gets good reviews. Dragon Peas! Ah! A ghost! Oh my god, welcome in! We're currently looking through the new seasonal anime in the spring 2025 season of anime. And we're sort of blazing through these end results. Well, not end results even. There's so much to go through. But yeah, we're looking through it and trying to find something interesting to watch. And Leo, hi! You made it! How was work? Are you living? Are you living in one piece, perhaps? You're just in time to check out this fantasy action adventure show that we totally haven't seen a million of already. Also EMT Squared. They got Hayama-san, Tanakarie. I don't know, man. I survived and I will be skipping, right? That's what I'm kind of seeing from this one. 6.5. No, this one's not probably worth it. I'm not even gonna bother reading the... I'm not even gonna bother reading this synopsis, I think. It seems very generic. Yuri rock anime though? Wait, it's Yuri? It was Yuri? You mean the... Wait, that was not part of the synopsis. This none? They did not say Yuri in here anywhere. I'm listening more now. I already deemed that this seems interesting, but I'll have to see if it gets good reviews. Or if people talk about it. But Yuri? I'm listening. That's interesting. Ooh. Once you see the first episode, you'll see. Okay, okay. I'm still giving it some episodes. I'm a little too scared to jump into it blind. Toxic power Yuri couple for real? Okay, okay. Amazing. What is this sports anime? Ballpark that's Skamete? Catch me at the ballpark. What is a ballpark? Baseball! Okay, we got a baseball anime, everybody. Another EMT Squared. They got anything. They got Kiyono Yasuno! Oh no, they got a Mekurseyu! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, 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 no. Scary. But she's probably not made enough that I need to care about it. Gyaru as cold as the beer she serves, but secretly a sweetheart cookie. Okay. And there's a one loser. Oh, there's a loser guy who comes to play baseball. Okay, I think I've seen enough. Oh, I saw the first episode of that during lunch. It's basically beer vendor guy, a beer vendor girl, gal who sells beer, slice of life. I'm not kidding. Sounds silly. I'm not sure if that's my kind of show. But maybe if it gets some interest going around, I'll give it a shot for real, But seems funny. I know it exists now. What the fuck, gorilla? The gorilla god's go-to girl. Huh? In a world where individuals receive blessings from various animal gods at the age of 16, blah 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 blah, receives the blessing of the gorilla god. Said to be strongest in combat. She longs for a peaceful school life. Royal knights who want her to be a knight. Okay. Huh? Welcome, Scorp. We're looking at a girl who's as strong as a gorilla. Huh. Fantasy romance? Where's the romance in this? What is this manga? It doesn't have anything in it. What is this? Huh? This is a whole fucking mess. That's what I'm... Plot-wise, what the fuck is happening in here? Girl looks really cute though, I have to say. But I think this one might be a girl-targeted series, looking at how there's one cute girl and then a bunch of men. And then there's a gorilla somewhere for some reason. I'm probably gonna be skipping this one, but hey, if it turns out to be a banger, you know, at me or something, I guess I'll watch it at that point. Seems funny though. Gosh. What up? Next up we got another light novel, I suppose. The Mononoke Lecture Logs of Chuzenji Sensei. He just solves all the mysteries. What the fuck kind of title is that? School X Supernatural X Mystery. Uh-huh. Setting is Tokyo 1948. Okay, that's interesting. Oh. High school supernatural mystery featuring the unlikely duo between a teacher and a high school girl. Psychological. Okay, I mean, psychological is a cool, but it's a shonen demographic. Huh. What are you adapting? You're adapting something that is also... Why is there so many adaptations for, like, stuff that has, like, nothing? Like, there's, like... there's a parent story for this, whatever the fuck that is. That's a 7.6. Huh. So it's like a weird spin-off of something... Oh my god, what even is this? Moryu no Hako TV. So this is somehow related. From 2008! Okay. Never mind about a new franchise. This is old, okay? So probably like a new spin on an old franchise or something? Huh. Not a lot of people feel about this thing. Psychopaths? Higurashi? What? Box of goblins. And then this is something new in the... Watch the new Yaiba anime, actually goated, probably the best anime this season. I'm not sure if I'm that interested in it, but if it actually gets hyped up like that by every single person, then I guess I'll watch it at that point. But I did say I'm interested because I know it's Gosho Aoyama. Is it Aoyama or Oyama? I forgot. But, you know, close enough. This one, though, intrigued. But I'm gonna have to see what the fuck others think about this, because this seems like a lot of something that I'm not about to jump into blind. Animation is so good though. I watch anime. I'm gonna be so honest. The animation is like low on my priority list of things that I like appreciate in an anime. It's like a nice bonus if there's nice animation, because I don't really care about the action and stuff. I care a lot more about characters, I care about plot, I care about direction, and I care about music and something, and sort of sound design, and then the animation comes after, as long as it's not like dog shit. So I won't watch a series for animation alone. If there's plot, if there's characters that interest me, then at that point I'll jump in, right? But yeah, I think we established that this thing is a curious case. That I'm too curious box of things that I'm too afraid to open. Might enjoy the new Yuri Gundam. Yeah, I'll definitely watching that one, definitely. What have we got here? Is this just a isekai light novel? I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. Harem isekai. Okay, we've seen enough. We've seen enough. Okay. Nazutoki wa dinner no ato de. The dinner table detectives. There's a lot of mystery anime happening this season, huh? Oh, this airs on the Noitamina block. That's curious. Noitamina used to do a lot of banger stuff. I think they stopped doing the Noitamina block, didn't they? So has it like recently come back? I might have, right? I think I'll have a Kana for this. Miyano Mamoru, what the hell? Kaji Yuki? Hello? A lot of big names, huh? And it's Madhouse. Okay. Comedy mystery adult cast detective. Set in Kunitachi City, Tokyo. Reiko Hosho, a rookie detective at the Kunitachi Police Department, is also the heiress of the globally renowned Hosho Group. She tackles challenging cases alongside Inspector Kazamatsuri, heir to the Kazamatsuri Motors family business, and Kageyama, her sharp-tongued butler and driver. With biting remarks like, "Are your eyes merely decorative, my lady?" Kageyama not only critiques Rika's lack of deductive skills, but also brilliantly solves mysteries at hand. Sharp-tongued butler meets classic detective fiction in this unique mystery series. Huh. I'm gonna be so honest, I really don't give a shit about, like, the most basic-ass crime detective stuff. I've seen enough of that with Western media. This just sounds like that, but Japanese, and it's a silly girl doing it. Silly rich girl doing it. But it's got some production credibility on it. So if people talk about it, I might give this one a shot, but so far, I don't think the first episode has amazed people, so we'll see. We'll see. That's about how I feel about that. Your Forma. That's definitely an image. Light novel, mystery, sci-fi, detective. There's more detective stuff. I think there's gonna... Toyama now! Endo Aya! Shut the fuck up! You cannot put two macro seiyus in this. Because Endo Aya is she's Cheryl. She's Cheryl. She's Cheryl. And apparently Gilgamesh. That's news. I didn't know that. Never been too big a fan of detective suspense dramas. Depends on the vibe. Yeah, same. In an alternate 2033 or form, a miracle of smart threat technology initially blah 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 viral blah blah blah. This seems like it wants to be something like Psycho Pass, maybe. I don't know. I'm iffy about this, but I'm kind of mad they got 2 Macross Seiyus on this, because I'm like, they are supporting characters only, though. So, there could be a good chance that there's nothing that I need to worry about. So I guess... Oh, it has a manga. With no ratings, of course. And a light novel with no ratings, of course. Why would there be ratings for the existing media for this? So I think we're just... I'm waiting on the reviews for that one. This one has an interesting promo picture. Bye Bye Earth, 2nd season. So there's a prequel to this. It's a very 6 sort of thing. Light novel. A 6 light novel. Action adventure thingy. It's probably not worth my time to think about. We'll see though. Maybe it makes a huge comeback. Now this looks interesting. Now this looks interesting for once. Okay. Look at how pretty and colorful this is. What the fuck are you? Princession Orchestra. Alisepia, a land of wonder that has existed somewhere in the world since ancient times, was once home to loving inhabitants known as the Alisepians. The peaceful life was disrupted when a mysterious monster, Jemaok, began to appear. Is this Purikia? Threatening this sparkling brilliance of their homeland. If nothing is done, Alisepia will lose its radiance forever. This is the story of the princesses whose unwavering songs of courage and hope shine even in darkest times. A pop song fantasia filled with energy and bravery. Princession Orchestra. Okay. That seems fun. I like that it's very colorful. I love a colorful series. Idol anime. Yeah, like weird fantasy idol. I'm listening. Idol Magical Girl? I feel like they would mention if it's Magical Girl. The theme is just music, action, fantasy. Good morning, Sayora. Yeah, crisp, let's go. We're looking at an idol anime. Looks very interesting. 5 more stream minutes, I assume. Maybe, at least. Oh my gosh. So this is done by Studio Silverlink. What have they done? Oh, they can do good stuff. This seems like it's a good studio that can do good stuff. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good track record of above 7 scores. That's a really good track record of above 7 scores. Half of their stuff is above 7. God, Watamote? I forgot this thing exists. I'm Brave Witches, oh my god, that's crazy. I've been seeing that on my Twitter, I think, if it's the right one. I believe it. You know what? I'm probably gonna give this one a shot. It looks cute. It sounds like Purikia plot-wise. Is there like a target audience or anything for this? Teens 13 or older, so it's not a kids anime. So it's just like I don't know. I'm interested. It's speaking to me, but it might not be good. It doesn't tell us how many episodes it is. It's also original. This one might be worth a shot, I think. I'm giving this... I really want to try this. I'm just thinking about how many episodes I give it before I try it. You know what? I'm gonna try it as soon as I can. You know what? I think the aesthetic alone is worth my time. I'll see from there if I want to watch it myself. I'm gonna trust my gut. There's only 200 users watching this. Everybody is looking at this being like, oh man, some dumb idol shit. I'm not watching that. And then the ones who are watching it are like, oh man, dumb idol shit. Bad score. I'm sure this is good, actually. Okay, I'm guaranteed watching this. Okay, I've decided. We found something good, you guys. I'm interested. I want to see this. All right. Count me in. I'm watching. Okay, we found something. This is why we go through everything, because there's some things down here that could be good. And then there's a fucking isekai fantasy bullshit right next to it, isn't there? Medical? That's cool. Hikasa Yoko. Interesting. it's just a... Life hasn't been kind to Xenos. He was born in the slums. Okay, yeah, whatever. It's just, yeah, whatever. Power fantasy, whatever. Okay, we can forget about it. There's always hidden gems? Yeah, there are. Okay. Itchy. I think we're gonna skip over that one. I'm not into that. And Atomic Annie. Hell, can't say I've heard about that. Sounds pretty sweet. Is that a pun or is that objective? Sorry, I'm a little stupid with jokes. You have to be better than that. Okay, what are you? Utsujin Moo Moo. Is this a cute girl anime? A cat-like alien from a distant galaxy, Moo Moo, arrives on Earth. So the cat is the alien. Comedy sci-fi seinen. Moo Moo. Doesn't have any seiyus I recognize. Not really. Anything else? Moo Moo does sound cute. Yep. Moo Moo reminds me of an old book. Thinking about the Moomins? Is that what you're thinking about? I guess that's more of a... Well, no, they were books more than they were comics, right? I don't know. His goal is to learn about the home appliance technology on Earth, to recover the technology his species has lost. Typical universal life, but everything changes with Moo Moo's arrival. The chemistry between Sakurako and Moo Moo leads to a super spectacular appliance-filled and cat comedy adventure. There's a manga. With no reviews, of course. Why would there be? 1854. Okay, I wouldn't know that in that case. Probably. But this one seems cute. It's a comedy thing for the most part, so I'm probably skipping it. But hey, happy for those who want to see an alien cat and some cute girl action. This is probably your series. Random comedy anime. Yeah, one of those. There's always one of those every season where it's just like just a random little comedy thingy if you care. Isekai. The beginning after the end. Hey, he's got red hair. That's unique, right? Thus begins his second life. Okay. Isekai, fantasy reincarnation. Okay. Whatever. But he's got red hair. Is this original? Source other. What the fuck is the source? It's an adaptation of the English vertical scroll comic. The beginning of... Okay. English vertical scroll comic. That's rare. I can't say I've seen an adaptation like that. Moving PNGs. Oh, Heard a lot of backlash from this one because the second episode was a slideshow and a fight scene. Oh, so the production is ass. Okay. I think they're just trying to say webcomic because I don't know what else that could mean. Studio A-Cat, what other butchering have you done? They've never made an anime above 7. I think that tells enough. Alright. Hey, it's the anime behind High Speed Etoile! Sayora, I'm sure you're a big fan of that. So this is probably good, right? Yo, it's ass! Alright. I don't think this is worth anyone's attention. Let's just assume that. Not even the intro of that anime was good. Oh, gosh. We can skip over that. Idols! My Bussy Witches! The third witch anime now. Sunrise! Sunrise idol anime. Okay, lots of producers. Okay. Okay. Original. Okay. Are these newbie seiyus? Newbie seiyus! Ooh, I sense the start of a new idol franchise. That's what I'm sensing. Ooh. 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 Okay. Alright, Sunrise. Yuina Akagi is an ordinary high school freshman in Maebashi City, Gunma Prefecture, until a talking frog named Keroppe, very unique, appears and throws an unexpected proposal her way. Why don't you become a witch? Before she knows it, Yuina's closet becomes a gateway to a mysterious world where she meets 4 other girls, each with their own quirks and magical potential. There's the Fairy, blah 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 blah. Together they form the Maebashi Witches, a group dedicated to granting people's wishes through magic, music, and a bit of mayhem. The base of operation, charming little flower shop in the heart of the shopping district. Oh, this sounds cute. I really want to give this a shot. This one's also got only 500 people watching, so that tells me this score is bullshit, and it's probably actually worth my time. So just like the other idol anime, I'm willing to give this a few episodes. Is this idol for real, for real? They did not link anything in here. There's no genres, no anything. I don't think anybody gives a fuck about this series right now. It looks really cute though. It's a modern magical doremi or something in terms of which magical girl, but idol. Yeah, I'm sensing that. I'll give it a shot. Why not? I want to see this. Honestly, Sunrise can have some good stuff coming out of them, right? Because Sunrise is Sunrise. We know Sunrise is Sunrise, right? Like they make some good stuff. They made Love Live Superstar stuff too. They made Love Live in general. Okay, yeah, of course they did. Yeah, I'm listening. That's like their worst stuff. A lot of old shit. Some weirder newbie looking thingies in here. It's Sunrise. It's probably worth it. What else is Sunrise doing? Tell us. Let us know. Macross? Is that what they're doing? Not right now, though. I'm gonna be... Hold on. I did not check, like, producers and stuff. The director. Yamamoto Junichi. Summertime Render Mushoku Tensei? Hello? Okay, it's the second season, but still. Hello? Hello? Summertime Render is a really banger of an anime, by the way. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Terada Mitsu, theme song lyrics. What kind of music have you made? Okay, that's not the one I thought it was. Okay, this guy has not made a lot of recent music. Oh. Okay, script writing stuff. Bocchi the Rock! You guys, I think people are fucking sleeping on this. I think people are fucking sleeping on Maebashi Witches. I think this is gonna be a banger. Y'all are just fucking scared of idols. This is so worth it. I'm watching it. I'm gonna go watch, you know, episodes right after the stream, maybe. Well, it's kind of late already. But I'm watching them within this weekend. I'm catching up on this stuff. Remind to watch it like tomorrow. Bet. Bet. Unless you want to like literally... No, but I did technically promise boyfriend I would hang out today if he's interested. No, I'm asking boyfriend for permission. But I mean, I'm gonna be here for a while still, maybe. No, we're almost done. I'm just thinking, okay, can we stop before 11? Then we would have time to watch it. Well, it is Saturday tomorrow. Watch whenever I'm done with Aikatsu and I'm almost at episode 50. Enjoy, Leo! Episode 50 is a fucking tearjerker. Sorry, spoilers a little bit. Don't remind me to remind you during streams, none of that information is retained. It is. It is. You're right, none of it is retained, but... Okay, I'm listening to boyfriend. Can I watch idol anime? New idol anime first ep with Sayora instead, like right after I'm done stream. Okay, I'm asking permission because technically I did promise him time, technically, but also we're probably better off hanging out on Sunday anyway, so we have proper time. Oh my gosh. So after that we have everyday host comedy. What is this art style? Should I be scared? What is Studio Fanworks? Okay, never mind. Maybe I shouldn't judge them based on the art style alone. Mars, welcome. I'm seeing something. Well, honestly, this is not really selling it. This might be one of those just a random series. Hajime finds himself surrounded by a cast of eccentric personalities. Blah blah blah. What is this? It's just a host anime. Adult cast gag humor workplace. Yonkoma manga. It might not be my kind of series, but hey, probably has an audience. Reina Big, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're looking up animes from the newest season. The seasonal anime from spring 2025. But we're looking at stuff that's starting to air right now. So we're looking at stuff that we want to keep an eye on for the next few months. Generic and typical comedy? It does. Okay, Guilty Gear Strive. That's like a game series, right? Guilty Gear is like a game, right? Yeah, source game. So this one's very... This might just be an advertisement for the game. It depends. Some of them might be on Crunchyroll, some of them might be on Netflix, and others are elsewhere. I think the information is here somewhere, but, you know. Look for it once you've, like, you know, here it says, you know, streaming platforms, Crunchyroll. Guilty Gear got an anime, apparently. I don't know anything about this. Honestly, this is a skip unless somebody is like, this is peak, go watch it. Oh wait, is this wait, oh wait, this girl. Wait, what, this girl? Oh, I've seen this girl. Hold on a minute, it's got a cute girl that I recognize. Hold on a fucking minute. There's a girl I recognize in here. Interesting. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm still not giving it a shot unless people talk about how it's peak or something. Because I'm afraid of game adaptations because they can be very much just an advertisement. Pink girl below, Yo-Yo? She's cool. Oh yeah. But yes, I'm just gonna... I know this exists now. We're gonna see if... Studio Sanjiken. Okay, they made Ave Mujika. Okay, so this might just be that it hasn't had any... It hasn't had any sort of new attention to it yet. Yeah, I think this might be a good anime, but it just doesn't have any proof, or it doesn't have a footholding yet. We'll see. It might be good, especially maybe for fans of the series, but since I know nothing about it, I'm just gonna leave it be for now. We'll see. I've got my eyes on that now. That's just a little comedy bit, we can skip that. Classic Stars? Private academy, promising young people gather in fields of entertainment, music, arts, sports, blah blah talents, who got gifted into their bodies are called by the name of the musician Beethoven, a young man who was discovered combat. Huh? Beethoven meets classmates with different gifts and... Huh? Let's stop in Mozart, Beethoven! Lost Beethoven? Huh? Lost Beethoven? Huh? What the fuck is this? Original? Music school? Huh? What the fuck is this? It has men in it, so I'm probably not checking it out, but... What is this? This seems like one of those animes, if you know what I mean. Interesting. Just out of curiosity, what the fuck studio is doing this? Platinum Vision. Oh, looks like a pretty new studio. Haven't done much. Oh, so that doesn't really say anything. I'm not watching regardless, but that seems really funny. I'm sure there's gonna be one girly somewhere out there who's gonna love the shit out of this. Compass! Oh, I know about this because they have like a vocal producer things. They have like an original net animation thingy, apparently, with 10 episodes or something. So is this like the first TV anime for Compass? Okay, interesting. So I'm interested based on that. They got Nana Mizuki for the opening, goddamn. Okay. That's something. Yeah, source game. I know Compass because it's got a lot of Vocaloid producer collaboration stuff. Is it a good anime or a good story? No idea. So far, this is giving a bad impression, so we're gonna just have to wait to see if it rises up enough for me to be, you know, enough for it to be something worthy looking into, right? But it's probably just a game anime that works as an advertisement. For now, I'm making that assumption. And then we got stuff that hasn't aired yet. Okay. Oh gosh, I got the hiccups. Oh my god. Araiguma Kalkal done. Voice crack. No synopsis. Helpful. Is this just a comedy thing? Book comedy? Okay. I'm gonna assume this is just funny animals doing comedy. And that's about it. Alright. That one does not look like a real anime. What are you? Hana doll? Exists to artificially create the perfect idol by implanting special flower seeds inside a body. Franchise follows the growth of a young men who dedicate their lives to the project. So male idols. If I cared about male idols, I'm sure this would be great. Are you new seiyus? No, they're not new seiyus. It's just a project. Sources mixed media. Okay. Singing anime boys, right? We will be skipping. Yeah, but I am, you know, as an idol enjoyer, I want to know what's out there on the other end of the pond as well, or other side of the river or something, whatever you say, you know? I want to know what's out there, even though I'm not gonna be looking at it myself. Studio Ariel. Another fairly new studio. There's nothing here. So, might be a forgettable thingy. But at least I know it exists now. Hibi wa sukiredo meshi umashi. Slice of life food anime? Original animation about the daily life of girls who just became university students. University students? They love delicious food, want to have lots of fun with everyone, and study a little harder to enjoy university life to the fullest. That seems cute. Manga has no reviews as well, of course. Genre is gourmet. PA works though, so that's something. I have a feeling this one's just a cute little slice of life anime. Wait, I didn't know this is an actual genre on my anime list. cute girls doing cute things. I didn't know they actually categorize things with this theme. That's so wild. No way. So, you know, if you guys want to find some peak anime, you know, there's a genre for this apparently. Norway. Real. That's cute. If it gets good reviews, I might check it out. Next up, there's Puripara new stuff. Not watching because I'm Aikatsu person, Aikatsu people, so obviously I need to avoid everything Puripara. Maybe someday, we'll see. This one seems like another silly slice of life comedy thingy. More silly stuff, comedy stuff. Miru watashi no mirai. What the f... Is this some weird... This does not look good based on that. Episode's 5 only. What is this? A bunch of studios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's more studios than there are episodes for this thing. What is this? It's a weird sci-fi thingy. Huh. I'm just kind of... I'm intrigued by this, but I have a feeling this might be some weird thing that's probably not worth my time. But I know it exists now. Polychroma, hi! Hello, hello, hello. We're almost done here, I hope. Mono, what are you? Looks cute. The photography club is in danger of shutting down. Oh my god, Love Live. Wait! Oh wait! Wait! Is this the cute girl? Wait! Is this the Eurocamp? Is this the Eurocamp? This is the Eurocamp, is it not? It's that like this is from Eurocamp creator, right? Right. It is Eurocamp for the photography. I've seen a trailer for this like a while ago. Okay, this one's a must watch. This one's a must watch. Like, look at these thick eyebrows. That girl is like, I'm like, oh yes, I need to see this. All right, nothing else needs to be said, I think. Very excited for this. We'll see how it goes. All right, I don't want to. I do want to get through these, man. This one seems like a stupid thingy. What are you? Oide yo Maho Shoujo Mura. Absurd gag manga following. Okay. 43-year-old company employee who becomes a magical girl. Okay. Alright, so it's just like a little silly gag humor Maho Shoujo thingy. Alright, probably not my thing. Sentai Dashikaku. Daishikaku. Second season. What's the first one? 7.3. That's not bad. Go Loser Ranger. Joestar Pictures. This is a good one. You guys know about this one? This one is from 2024, so it was actually sort of recent. Big fan of this one. Okay. The past 13 years, the nefarious monster army have appeared beneath the floor. Goal of conquering Earth. Dragon keepers are here to save the day. Blah 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 blah. That's a lot of lore. So it's probably a good series. Might be one of those things that I'll catch up eventually if I notice that the second season is getting a lot of traction and I'm like, I should probably catch up and see what this is all about. Doesn't seem to be very popular. But whoever has seen it liked it. It looks like it. Zilly, hello! We're hopefully soon done here. Hopefully. There's so much stuff to look through. I'm trying to be speedy. Oh my god, we're almost done. Holy shit, actually. So then there's this silly thing, this silly thing, this silly thing, and Theogonia. What are you? Action, adventure, fantasy, okay. But it has a light novel with nothing. There's nothing anywhere. It's basically Power Rangers Super Sentai, but they're portrayed as the villains. But the actual villains on the MC is like one of the smaller troops. Interesting. I can't say I was ever like super into Power Rangers and stuff, but I can see the appeal. That's a good plot twist. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it then. I'll definitely consider it if I'm in the mood for something random. Let's see. In the harsh region known as the Borderlands, humans must fight an endless battle against demi-human creatures that come and then relentless blah 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 blah. Life-threatening injury, memories from past life, blah 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 blah. Rules set governs the world around him. Is this Isekai? Young boys' actions, vast world filled with magic. Loki, this just sounds like a reverse Isekai. Like, I don't even know. like an Isekai where it's like they didn't die, but they just get memories or something. I don't know. Probably whatever series, let's be honest. But we'll see. Again, I'm open to watching anything if it gets good reviews. And then continuing stuff, we got Kusuriya. We got Aidoru Purikya. And that's about it. ONAs. Whatever this is. It's a little interesting. And then whatever this One Piece thing is, I have not looked into it. Oh, 6 short movies featuring the daily lives of Licorice Recoil characters. Okay. This movie will have a different director and storyboard. Ooh, April 16th. Actually, I think I will be looking at this Licorice Recoil stuff. That's cute. Because the first season, well, I guess the only season. Or I suppose maybe this is like a slice of life sort of addition to the main series. If you guys have not seen Licorice Recoil, I think it's kind of peak girls with guns kind of stuff. You know, and there's some Yuri stuff almost maybe going on in there. A lot of people recommend it. It's got great vibes if you guys have not seen it. This one seems to be like some extra slice of life stuff. Probably complementing the main story. So, I'll check it out, probably. And aside from that, apparently there's another Jujutsu Kaisen movie, so whoever is into that, hope you get it at some point. Kobayashi no Maid Dragon, that's got something new coming to it, that's cool. Kyoto Animation. June 27th. Okay, interesting. I've not seen the original, but happy for those who are fans of it. I'm always happy to see Kyoto Animation doing anything. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game story short anime is this season. Nice. Looking at the movies is a little sad because I won't be seeing them for like a longest time. Egghead arc recap. They want to do recaps of that? God damn. And then the specials for Natsume Yujincho. That's great. I think we're officially done, you guys. Whew! Let me just sort of recap the stuff that I'm actually interested in. Alright, so there's gonna be Anna Shirley, Gundam, and this one is a maybe. Shoshimin is a must. This one's a maybe. This one's a maybe. Witch Watch, I decided I must watching that. Looks really cute. Vigilante, whatever, maybe. Summer Pockets, if it gets good reviews. This one was a Shaft anime, so I'm definitely watching this one. Ninja de Koroshia no Futakurashi. Apocalypse Hotel, I was really interested in this one. Zatsu Tabi, this one I was like, if it gets good reviews, I'll check it out. And same with this one, Arumaju ga Shinu Mare. If it gets good reviews, I'll check it out. And then what else we found? We found the Princess Orchestra. That one's a must watch. that I think people are giving bad reviews for no reason. And aside from that, My Bossy Witch is 100% watching. Must watch. And I think that's it, isn't it? Yep, that's everything. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things I'm potentially watching. I may have to... I may not immediately start watching all of those. I may wait like... Okay, let me make a decision. So this one I'm watching from episode 1. That's a given. I decided I wanted to watch this one from episode 1 at least. Or maybe not. This one I also is like a maybe, maybe not. This one's a maybe, maybe not. This one, yes, I decided. Yes, I decided. I'm giving the idol stuff a shot, for sure. You know what, Shirley? Yes, I'm doing that from episode 1 as well. Yes. So about half of these I'm doing from episode 1 and the rest I'm catching up maybe. And then I'm always down to add more if more stuff gets interesting reviews. Yo, Shoshimin, I watched the first episode of season 2. I'm just pogging. I haven't watched anything yet from the new season, so I'm excited to, you know, start right after the stream. Sayora, boyfriend. Sayora, boyfriend has not said anything, so I think we're good to go once I, you know, maybe refill my glass or anything like that. Just give me a little bit. But yeah, with that, I think we're officially done today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Hope you guys found something interesting to watch yourself. And yeah, I should send you guys over to somebody. Oh, we just rated Mika yesterday. I can't rate Mika today as well. That would be too silly of me. Did that thing just close because I did that? Yes, it did. But let's just move here. We can just move here. So sorry for your boyfriend's voice. What do you mean? Please make sure he doesn't strain it too much while recovering. Huh? What did I say? I said he hasn't answered. So he's not replying to my DM. That's what I said, right? I think I will just pick 4 or so shows based on vibe this season. That's fair. I was doing something. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was about to say that. Oh my god. Rating Mika today? No, impossible. I'm gonna see Mika tomorrow. Is this the end? Yes, we finished looking at them. And we've been going for almost 4 hours. My voice is really giving out. Can you guys tell? My voice is very... I've been yapping so much, you guys. I don't think my voice is used to yapping for nearly 4 hours straight with like, literally like no pause. I've been drinking water, don't worry about that, but... Gosh. It's really horrible, whatever juice you're drinking, right? But yeah, I'm gonna be seeing you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m. So 2 hours later than I started today. So in 22 hours or so, I'm gonna be streaming the Splatfest with Mika! The Mika Magica! We're gonna be splatting for Team Night Owl. It's gonna be very awesome. And on Sunday, there's an early stream. So I'm gonna be playing Splatoon with you guys on Sunday. Oh my god, Mika Magica, more like Pika Magica. So true. Sucks that I wasn't around for the stream today. I would have figured out what to watch. No worries. You can always watch the VOD too if you want. Or just go through them on your own. It all works out. Gosh, but yeah. Mika is right here. Mika is right there. But I literally rate... You guys, is it okay to rate your VTuber mooch Loki friends like 2 days in a row? Is that like okay? Is that like allowed? Or am I like really... Does it show that I'm, you know, is it showing too much? Am I paying too much attention to them? What if they need more space from without me? You know, they're gonna see me tomorrow. What if I'm annoying? If I write like 2 days in a row? Technically, I guess technically I didn't stream yesterday, but I did stream on Wednesday, and then we raided Mika, so do it, coward. Okay! You guys forced me. If I get accused of loving and appreciating Mika too much, I'm blaming you guys. Raid every day until they become irritated. No! Besides, they were typically not live that often when I stream, I've noticed. Or maybe they're streaming earlier nowadays. I'm not sure. Sorry. I don't know personal space. I'm a ghost. Guys. Alright, I'm gonna okay, let's shove you guys at Mika. Mika is just drawing, and then later raiding into Kiza's 3D debut. So that's pretty fun. You guys should be around for that if you guys are. So I'm gonna let's just raid Yuga. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And I'm gonna be like, ah! Okay, I'm pressing the button, you guys. I'm doing it. I'm brave. I pressed the button. I'm fucking finished. But what if I'm a ghost and I don't feel that personal space when I'm not paying it. I don't even know what I'm saying. I think I'm running on 5 hours of sleep. Woke up at 6 a.m. Energy today. I think yapping for 4 hours about anime. I think I'm allowed to be a little But yes, Mika is very awesome, you guys. Just don't let Mika know that I think Mika is very awesome, guys. I mean, they probably know, but it's embarrassing. I don't want to let people know how much I like them. It's too much. Especially if they're cooler than me. It's scary. I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.